This episode is sponsored by Moonlight Liquor, located 265 North Moonlight Road, Gardner, Kansas. Open Sundays from noon to 8 p.m., Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 11 p.m.
Moonlight Liquor is the biggest around with a square footage of 10,000 feet. They carry 48 cooler doors full of domestic and imported beer, a huge craft selection, including local breweries, also accessible through the walk-in cooler. They carry a wide selection of domestic and imported wines, including local wineries and an organic and sustainable wine selection. And of course, a massive selection of spirits and liqueurs.
And for you cigar fans, like myself, Moonlight Liquor has a walk-in humidor that carries a nice variety of over 30 cigar brands. With that being said, sit back, relax, and enjoy the episode. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Big Modcast. I like the little whistles in there. Son,
Yeah.
how you been? How you been doing all day today?
I've been busy, man. I've been running all around.
Really?
Yeah, I was here, then I was there, then I was in the sky and on a cloud.
Nice.
Yeah. Why?
You were here, you were there, you were everywhere.
Yeah, pretty much.
E-I-E-I-O. Yeah, so happy birthday, son.
Thank you.
Yep. What's it feel like to be 24?
This is my year. It's my prime year, 24.
Yes. Yes, I thought, and that's the jersey number you have on as well?
No, it's 31.
Jeez.
Which is almost
probably the same age as our guest. Yeah.
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 24.
Yeah.
It's just another number. I mean,
It's
I'm looking forward to a big year. I got a lot in the works. There's a lot going on.
Yeah. Yeah. We saw a check sitting on the fridge today, so that was kind of cool.
Yeah, that's funny. I'm really glad. That's it turned in a pretty good day today. I had an audition. That's why I'm dressed like this. I went to go do an audition. I think I did pretty well. I got money from my last job, acting job, and so that's even better. So, it's a good day for me.
Yeah,
I may have been
is.
busy, but it's not too bad.
It is going good. Okay.
And it's your birthday.
Yep, and it's your birthday. Happy birthday, son.
Thank you.
But before we start, the people that are listening, people that are watching, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe and like. We are on YouTube. We are also on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And yes, I am your host. If this is your first time watching or listening, I am your host, Mario Garcia Jr., and this is my co-host, my son, Marcos.
Dang, we are one subscriber away. We have 149 subscribers.
Okay.
We need one more subscriber,
Please.
people out there. Okay, let's get over 150.
That'd be
150
awesome.
subscribers. That's pretty good
Yeah.
for you doing this for not too
From
long.
scratch.
Yeah,
Yeah,
150
from
subscribers. That's pretty.
Is that
good.
pretty good? I don't know. I'm
That's
not,
pretty good for us. I mean,
I'm not really sure.
on the average,
You can chime in whenever you want. You can talk to us.
Yeah, no, you're free to
You don't have
talk.
to be-
I thought you were going to introduce
No,
me.
it's just a matter.
I will
we're gonna
introduce you in a
introduce
little
you. It's just a matter of keeping the camera on us.
I was
while
trying
we-
to
Yeah.
be off camera until you introduced me.
Well, then
No.
I would have had you sitting outside in the lobby,
Right, then we would've
and we
came
would have
in.
said, "Raul."
Oh, I just gave it away.
All
didn't
right.
you?
Speaking of Raul, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome our guest, my nephew, my godson, and the very first one of his generation, Mr. Raul Contreras.
Thank you. I was going to chime in when you said to all your fans out there, I
sorry.
wanted to say when you cut away to a bunch of fans blowing out.
Yeah,
or something.
I was thinking about that.
Okay, we can do that.
I
Okay,
can't.
We'll
I
have
don't
to
know if you
edit this
know-
part
I
out now, and then
know.
we'll put the fans in.
Yeah.
That's clever.
I do that stuff.
Yeah,
I don't know
Mark-
if you've been noticing the last season. I've been.
Yeah,
putting a
I don't
bunch
think
of
he's been watching because we were talking earlier, and he
Yeah,
didn't know
but
where
now
to
we're talking
sit.
about-
And, yeah,
It seems like every guest that comes in is confused about what we do here.
Or
And-
I listen and I don't watch the videos.
which is good.
I guess.
But the question you asked earlier was something that when you're listening, you should have already known. I can't remember what it was.
Me either. Let's forget about it.
Yeah.
Old.
So real quick, Marcos, again, happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
For number 24. And this is a special day for, of course, for your mother and I.
Why?
It's a special day for us because we had you
Oh.
on
okay.
this day, 1998.
Wait, potentially?
Huh?
Theoretically?
Yeah, theoretically, that's still under
It's
investigation.
Right.
Yeah, I guess.
It's
Yeah,
still
you're
under
right.
investigation.
I,
We're
I
not
actually,
sure.
I actually tried to forget about that, and you just brought it up.
I do watch, don't I? What was that?
That's him right now because you brought it up.
That's right. You didn't hear it?
Or do you hear
It's like,
enough of
did
that?
you record my
Yeah.
child? Or what?
Yeah,
I
do
know
you
that.
hear enough of that
Sound
at
just
home?
like your baby, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, no, she's pretty quiet.
Is she?
Is she?
Mm.
Nice.
And if anything, she screams like,
Okay,
For
so then
fun.
she's not quiet.
For fun?
yeah. I mean, she's not like sad loud. She's fun loud.
Fun loud.
Yeah, I don't know if it's more like George of the Jungle type, like she likes to slam on things like,
Oh,
That kind of-
okay.
Yeah, so 1998, 24 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
you actually had to stay in the hospital a little longer because you weren't done yet. You were still trying to get your color.
Yeah, I wasn't done
He
yet.
had to bake a little bit longer.
There you go.
Yeah, they had to put me in what was I was essentially like a kiln. You know,
it
like
was a
when
kiln or a microwave.
It was
Wait, do
one
you
of those
remember
two.
this?
I'd imagine so. Somewhere in my subconscious, I was like, "Oh man,
Yeah. Too bad
Where-
I didn't record everything back then. I would have had a giant camera on my shoulder.
I know."
Like a news reporter.
Right.
No,
Yeah,
so for those who don't know, I was a preemie, supposed to be born in sometime in January, if I'm not correct, but I came out over a month early,
What was the height and weight?
like a pound.
No.
And he was about
Well, you were a potato?
I was
Pretty
fit in the
much.
palm of the hand, man.
yeah.
It's me. You know, like those old animals where you put them in water as tablets and they like.
There you go.
That was me.
I remember when the doctor
Chia? Was it?
No, not a chia.
Okay.
Chia Pet. I remember when the doctor walked into our room and we're like, he didn't have Marcos, and he reached into his pocket and he
Pulled me out.
pulled Marcos right out. It was in his coat pocket.
Because he was delivered from the stork, right? I mean,
Yes,
Or a
And,
pigeon.
or a
yeah.
pigeon.
So Marcos was in the hospital for a little while longer because he was a preemie, and finally came home after he was like 2 years old, and then that's when he left.
And I haven't left since.
Yeah, and now
And I don't know if I ever will.
he's the tallest one in our family.
And then we cut to you. This is all in your imagination.
All right.
So I mean, you're not much tall. I'm 6'1", so you're about
a ladder.
6'4".
On a 6 foot ladder.
That's pretty good.
Yes.
No, I'm about 6 foot, somewhere around there.
Yeah. So yes. So again,
But however,
happy-
I'm not the only one. Because in your family, Jose is the tallest, and yet he was.
Who's the guest here?
and he's the youngest.
I know, but I just want to clarify.
Apparently,
for-
he did not want to hear his brother's name at all today.
Sorry, we won't talk about the others. All right. Well, this is mainly about Raul.
Maybe we'll
No,
talk
I'm
about
just
them
kidding.
later.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
We
All
know
right.
that.
Let's talk about Raul here.
Yeah, nephew, thank you for coming in. Found the time to come in. Traffic was pretty crazy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why we had to text you. We were stuck in it as well, and we're like, I didn't want you to rush and hit the fast
Oh, I
lane.
was speeding.
Hit the
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
allegedly. Speaking of, I have a phone call.
Is this
Can
a
I take the phone
sound
call? Hold on.
effect?
Hold on.
Hello,
Hello?
nephew.
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, how you doing?
Speak of the devil.
Speak of the devil. We just said your name, and you just popped on the
I
phone.
like to say, speak of the angel.
Oh, why?
Ooh, thank you, Raul.
I'm just saying, I wouldn't wish
I
that
appreciate that so
negativity on
much.
anyone.
I was actually calling to see where your son was. I got some feedback for the show that I think the world needs to hear.
Okay, yeah, my son is sitting right next to me. Marcos, is that who you're talking about?
Yes,
Yeah.
Mark Garcia,
Yes.
6'3", about 200 pounds for all the single ladies out there.
Give or take.
Uh,
What's up, Jose?
Who the hell is running the comment section on YouTube?
Why? What do you mean?
I've been putting in the perfect ammo, the most clever lines, the awesome feedback, and I never get any responses.
Dude, I really don't pay attention to the comments. Do you look at the comments? You can look at the comments too, Dad.
I guess you're right. I'm going to need to start doing that if Jose's on it all the time.
Jose's told me about that before, that he puts in some pretty good comments.
Yeah, and
There was one time you guys talked about Chris's voice being like soft and silky, and I don't remember what I compared it to, but it was fucking hilarious. I'm gonna need you guys to check the comments.
Okay,
All right,
nephew.
okay.
We will start doing that. I mean, this is new to us, you know.
Dude, your brother, man, get a hold of him.
Yeah,
I thought he was
this
calling.
is new to
I
us.
thought this was planned so he could say happy birthday, and then you.
No, he
get all
just he
this
just
crap.
called this shit on me.
Because it's his
He
birthday.
deserves a happy birthday from me.
Thank you,
Happy
Kaylee.
birthday, Marco.
Thank you. At least someone there cares. Oh my
Okay,
goodness.
full disclosure, I sent him a text earlier.
He
today.
did. Yes, he
Okay.
did. He did. I'll
That's
give
cool.
him that credit.
Yeah, the text was poop emojis.
Raul, how's it going on there?
Well, you interrupted, so I don't know what you want me to say.
Well, a question from the fans. What's been the biggest fail of special effects you've ever done in a movie, and was it related to blood and ketchup?
Oh my god.
I was wondering if this was going to be brought up.
I don't know.
You
It
know about
probably.
this?
I don't know.
He
I don't know.
probably was not, but it was. If it was going to fall into the situation, I would
Yeah.
have talked about it. Now that Jose is on the line, we might as well clarify to the viewers out there. So we may or may not have briefed about this before, but as cousins, our generation, for the longest time, Raul was the director, and he made a bunch of movies starring all the cousins growing up. And we did a lot of stupid but funny stuff for us. We enjoyed it. It was a
Right.
very great time. Well, Raul, I don't remember specifically what the scene entailed, but the fact is I was a character
Hold
that
on.
was...
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
please,
This was-
if you remember a little more
this
clearly.
was ninjas versus thugs.
Ninjas versus...
I believe Marcos was a thug, if I'm not mistaken.
Hey, I still haven't been paid for that either.
Zay, that was like 16 years ago.
I know.
And he's-
Okay, so it's overdue.
yeah, way overdue.
Anyway,
Go ahead, Raul. What was happening?
And Marcos, I believe in this scene, this was his famous death scene.
Yes.
And so we'd never messed with blood before, fake blood,
Yeah.
whatever. And the only idea we had, of course, because you're like 12 years old.
What's red and what may looks kind of like blood.
Yeah. And what do you have most of the time in that when you're a young child? Ketchup.
Yes.
So there were smarter ways we could have gone about putting the ketchup on Marcos to look dead. But we had him lay down on the ground, face up, and we had the ketchup bottle poured just like over his face and just poured it out.
Probably about 2 feet off.
We were like 2
Like
feet
not
out.
very close. Over his head.
Where were you?
Where was I?
Where were the parents?
We were in the basement.
We're all in
in,
the
in
basement.
whose house?
Your house.
Yours. Oh,
That's a wonderful
This-
question,
This
Mark.
crime
That's a
happened in
wonderful
your house,
question.
and the ketchup.
ketchup pours into my eye, like straight into the eyeball, and I'm crying because it burns.
Okay, hold on, but I think we were going for
I'm
like
crying now, jeez.
we were going for like a Quentin Tarantino, like bleeding.
Like
Tears from the
squirting
eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the thought was there.
We
know?
were Tarantino before him. But
You
Yeah.
know, you were making there
That's
was
hilarious.
tears in a Latino. That's what it was.
Marcos's eyes were burning. I'm thinking he's gonna lose the eye. And like, oh crap, what did I do? But at the same time, I'm like, maybe he'll get an eye patch and it'll be good for the movie.
Right.
Think about the
Switch
next
sides.
step. Oh
Man,
my god,
that's good stuff.
That's one of those
And
ones
this
that we hold
video
over.
is this video still out? I mean, is it?
Now, Ninja.
It's personal. I've got it on tape.
I don't
Oh,
think
okay.
we ever actually filmed the scene.
We
Because
probably did.
we called it
just
right there.
ended, yeah.
You didn't film it. You didn't film the scene. You just ended.
And
it.
I don't think, we never told you guys. So
That's hilarious.
I think we just had.
It's
helped wash
a
it
story.
out or
It's a
something.
story that only comes up between cousins. Like if the
Yeah.
situation, we say.
no. Hold on.
I vividly
It's
remember.
a story that Marcos brings up probably once every 3 months, just to
Whatever.
remind either me or Raul or Rick that we don't know how to aim ketchup and that he could have lost an eye.
Yes.
You know
Will
what?
not let that.
I appreciate his dedication. This is why he deserves all the checks he gets now for acting.
You know what? You put me on the path. How about that, Raul? You may have started my career way back when.
Yeah. I
And now
started the worst, so now what's the worst that can happen?
And you know what that ketchup did? I think a little bit is still in there because I'm able to cry on command. So I think you might have helped me.
it's either blood
That's
or
the
ketchup.
traumatic experience that he.
I
thinks
use
about.
that. I use that scene for when I need to like act afraid or terrified and crying.
And not only that, he loves the shit out of ketchup now.
More like Patrick Mahomes.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
puts it in his potatoes
it
and
dripped into my brain sensory, so now I crave it when I eat anything.
fair.
Oh, I bet Patrick Mahomes doesn't have a story like that
No.
because I know he
So
loves
what
ketchup.
you want? So what you want to hear, Mark, is you're welcome.
Yes, there you go.
Okay.
A percentage of future earnings.
Oh, okay.
There you, is that what you want to hear? A future percentage earnings will go to you three.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
Go to like donate it to a tomato farm somewhere. I'm sure those are endangered right now.
There you go.
Oh my god.
Tomato farm.
That's hilarious.
All right, well that's all I wanted to check in for. You guys keep having a good time. Happy birthday, Mark.
Thank you again. Thank you for
I
bringing up
wouldn't
a
be
great
the
story. That is a
Audio
great
and
story.
visual engineer I am today without you.
Thank you, Zay.
Thank you for calling.
And for all the
Thanks. Yeah.
single ladies, his cell phone number is 913.
That was good. That was good. I'll tell you what, that guy knows. That guy knows a good scene.
Oh my god, that was funny. Good job, Jose. That was hilarious. Love you, nephew. That's hilarious, man. And then you just got done just speaking of the devil, and Eric, he just calls.
I swear I thought that was planned.
I did too. I really thought that was planned. I
No,
thought you
I
called
looked
him.
at you said something, and I looked down, and his face pops up on my phone.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
But why is your ringtone also like the email tone?
I don't know. I can't figure that out.
Like you're getting thousands of emails.
that's like is that what that sound is?
Yeah.
I did not
Or
know
something like that. Yeah.
Because I mean, look, you know what? I'll turn.
Oh
it on.
man, we're not about to be tech support on live.
I know, right?
No.
No, that was so good, but Jose's crazy. Yeah, and Jose, I can't remember what episode that was, but Jose was also.
Jose was at the beginning of the second season.
Oh,
He was
that's
about
correct.
The second season. Or he was the second episode of the season, so he was about
season 2.
he was about 14 or 15.
I think it was more.
I figured I was gonna cry on this show, but I didn't know.
How
Are you
soon?
crying? You already cried?
It was,
It was gonna be from
funny
crying
cry.
laughter.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That Sam, can you go grab that bag for me, please? Okay.
Is this
If
for me?
you can, yes, this is for you.
Is the camera on me?
Is the camera on us? It is. So before we get started,
Can I look in there?
well, I mean, yeah, you can look in there. Yeah, go ahead, open it up. Open it up.
Hold on.
Hold on.
We don't want it to be something that'll make you cry.
I know, right? And we can get into that if you would like to.
All right. So
Oh, my very own big modcast. That's freaking awesome, dude.
you like that?
Yeah, I like the little
it's-
patch. And guess what?
what's
It's
that?
real.
It's real. What do you mean real?
So if anybody had paid attention the last couple episodes, there was a patch sitting right here on my dad's chest. Guess what? It was taped on.
That's crazy because our dog does not like anything green.
We've tried before, like,
Yeah.
but this one's real.
We can't
Yeah.
see it. Your microphone's in the way.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There you go.
Yeah, that and you're not done. There's something else in the bag.
There is?
There is.
Your dignity.
Damn, nephew.
Oh,
Oh my.
oh snap! You got the beanies.
That's sweet.
Oh,
You like
man,
that?
That's dope, man.
That's pretty tight.
That's dope, man.
You
Dope,
got-
man.
Yo, man, give me a hit. Put it on. Let's see what you
All
look
right.
like in it. Dope.
That's
Oh,
the warrior. That's the warrior.
órale, ese, I like that hat, vato.
Did you see the meme I sent you? Nobody responded to it.
Oh, I saw. I was busy. I saw you texted
about
me.
that character playing Namor from Black Panther.
Oh, that would have been perfect. But he's
Yeah,
all little
They
though.
replaced his head and put
Oh,
him on
no, did they
Namor.
really?
Yeah. He just had the beanie on.
Joker.
Yeah, baby Joker.
Baby Joker.
Yeah.
But that's the warrior. That's cruel
I
to the
know, man.
animals.
I need to put my hat on.
Man, that's dope.
Ooh.
Órale, vato, I like your hat, ese. That's dope. So, I can't see. I don't even know where the camera is.
Hey, I know it's my birthday and all, but we got a guest here. Let's talk.
Okay, yeah, we'll get back.
Right?
We'll get back to
come
the. We'll get back to the.
I mean,
our
I feel
nephew.
honored just to be here on a birthday.
Exactly.
All
Yeah.
right, okay, that's dope. I do like the hoodie, man. I'm gonna wear
Yeah, the
that all
hoodie?
the time.
Don't get it dirty.
I know that's the
You
thing.
just gotta wash it though.
Yeah, but
wear it without washing it ever.
so real quick, shout out to Nicole Armenta. She is a seamstress, I would say.
A seamstress, yes.
Seamstress, yes.
It seems that way.
Yeah, and she's a fashion designer, and she also commissions are open. DM for details. You can go straight to her Instagram. She's the one that put the logo on the hat and
Nice.
the hoodie.
Nice.
And her Instagram is @_ cosmic substance.
Yeah, we'll do it
underscore?
right here. We'll drop it right
Yeah,
there.
right here. I like that.
I'm gonna have to follow. Wait, I know her.
You
Yeah.
do?
Yeah, we
Nicole-
worked at Universal.
Yes,
right?
exactly. Yeah.
Okay, I was like, that name sounds familiar.
Yeah, Nicole. Yeah, so she did this for us on the fly, I guess I should say. So she made me this hat actually. This nice Kangol that I'm wearing. She's got her tag in here somewhere.
So
but
she made you that
she's-
hat, but is she eventually going to embroider?
You know what? I'm thinking about see if she'll
That'd
take
be
it back
sick.
and put the logo on there.
That'd be pretty sick, man.
That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, like I said, and she makes hats, bucket hats, Kangols,
Makes hats,
bucket hats.
bucket hats, all three.
She also makes buckets like this.
Buckets for your hat.
So she's awesome at what she does at her job. That's
So she made the hat like
Yeah,
an
so-
actual hat.
yeah. So she made me this hat. So if you go onto her
That's
Instagram, you'll
interesting.
see she does clothing and anything you want to wear, she can make. You know,
boss.
yeah. You need to check out her Instagram.
Yeah.
Really cool. Again, it's at @ cosmic substance _ and you can find her there.
All right.
So, yep. So thanks again, Nicole, for doing this for us.
Yeah,
And,
thank you. Thank you for the present.
yeah, you're welcome.
Looks good, man.
Cool. Okay, I need to take this out because I can't see and I can't hear anything. Sandy, you still out there?
I am.
You don't have to go all in on the Chris thing. That was just a joke.
Wait, he got it from somebody. It
That's
was one
true.
of you two.
So maybe he did get it from
I
my
think he
mother.
got it from Sandy.
He got it from his mama.
So let's say that Sandy, my wife, she's out there working the board today because Chris No H wasn't able to make it tonight.
Chris No H is
Yeah.
a no-show.
Not to be confused with Triple H.
No,
Yes.
they're about the same size.
They,
They're about, but yeah, it's just Chris No H.
they both
Yeah,
do
so
the
yeah,
same-
he had to work today, and he was pretty sad though when I told him that you were coming in, and he's like,
No, he wasn't.
yeah,
Raul,
You
you're
can
one of
talk
his
to-
favorite cousins, man.
you can talk to him.
All right.
Who
yeah.
else does he talk about movies with?
Yeah.
Yes, but I mean besides
Oh,
us.
cousins.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. No, I mean I love Chris.
Okay.
I want to paint him in a good light. I'm sorry, Chris. I love you.
And he likes to go to your house to watch movies with you guys.
I need to invite you guys over again.
I know. Let's not forget the fact that Chris
So
is...
can you hear my
Yeah,
ringtone?
you can hear it.
That was dope.
Yeah.
So,
The
yeah,
Halloween
the-
theme. I was going to say, let's not forget the fact that Chris's middle name is
It's
Raul.
H.
is Raul. he's
was-
Rulskito.
He was Rulskito.
Yeah, because you're Rulski. What are you doing?
But you do have your Ruski shirt now for
I
your
do.
kids.
Yes. Although I'm wondering now, I mean, I'm not trying to be like, I know Spanish is gendered. So would it be Rulskita?
That's a good point.
But otherwise, I still have it.
Was she a little Raul or a little Alyssa?
That's true.
To be determined.
We don't know yet.
I mean,
We'll
it's tough. It's tough.
feel our palms and then we'll know.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Inside joke.
So, yeah, apparently I didn't get that one.
Inside joke.
So Sandy, thank you for joining us today, this evening. I appreciate it.
Why are you doing
Is this another call?
What are you doing?
Don't worry about what I'm doing.
You're getting...
Hold up. Let the
We're
beat
fine.
play. Let us jam.
Right.
Speaking of jams, I don't know if you brought this up.
Strawberry or grape?
Blueberry.
Peach is
Blueberry.
my jam.
Each.
Speaking of jams,
Wow.
Peach and peanut butter with peanuts in it. Awesome.
I think, but jams in general. I think we addressed this one time, but people, if you did not know this, the beat created at the beginning of our episodes
Oh, yeah.
is
Thank you,
it came up in conversation. It was created by
Mr. Raul Contreras. Yeah, and
Yeah.
actually I have that right here, and I was going to say that too as well. Yep. Thank you so much. Every time you hear that beat, you can put a face to it, Mr. Raul Contreras.
If this goes well, man, and we make money, you can get a royalty.
No crap.
Yeah, see that?
You will.
For your music.
Well, I'm ready.
We might be ready for a new one.
You know what? I'm ready to, with that beat, I think I'm ready to put some lyrics to it.
Okay.
You know, we could do something like that.
Yeah.
You know, talk about
I like
the
to make
podcast.
beats, but I don't have a career in it.
Right.
Let's just put that out there. I'm not a rapper.
I'm not a rapper, though. I'm not a rapper.
Everybody says they're a rapper nowadays. I am not a rapper.
You're just the beats guy.
Right.
That was that.
That was my notes. We're good.
Okay.
We covered everything.
Wait, so we were talking about jam. I can only think of
up the
Spaceballs when I hear jam.
Why?
Because of their joke, like they jammed their radar and it was just like jam on the satellite. Like,
Yeah.
It's been so long since I've seen it.
So the scene goes when it's Michael Winslow, known for his sound effects.
That's right.
Is on the controls and they jam him. He goes, I lost the beeps, beep, boop, brrr. Lost the sweeps, I lost the creeps.
you know, in my heart.
Yeah, that's such a funny scene. That's one of my favorite movies.
So apparently we don't have to add that because Marco's just
I'll
knocked
put
it
in
out.
the better version right here. Don't worry.
I'm having trouble with the radar, sir.
What's wrong with it?
I've lost the bleeps, I've lost the sweeps, and I've lost the creeps.
The what? The what? And the what?
You know, the bleeps, the sweeps, and the creeps.
That's not all he's lost.
That is a great movie. See, you're one of the few people I can appreciate old comedy with because I think we have the same amount of humor. It's that slapstick, old pun humor, which is why Airplane is one of my favorite, like absolute favorite movies of all time.
All right.
Yeah, it's because its humor is. It was the first one to be out there, man, in terms of movies.
Yeah.
Because there's literally a scene that makes me laugh every time is where the woman, she's talking to her husband and she's looking off into the distance as if he's off camera and he's fixing his tie as if he's in a mirror. And after he's done, he steps through the hole in the wall that looks as if it was a window. Like, it's so stupid, but who thinks
That's
of
good. Those movies are good.
and I've told you this because you know you want to I know you still have your love for filmmaking. And I've told you before I want to start doing that kind of stuff. We have the possibilities here, and I have such a good idea for like a slapstick show of that kind of like proportion. Those stupid jokes,
right?
But I need help on that kind of stuff because I can only think of so many. There's other angles that you may not, or I may not see that you do.
One of the things is I wonder if, first of all, was the movie like positively reviewed when it came out, or was it kind of just like thrown
in there?
Yeah.
I it's a good question. I really don't know the answer to that.
Because I mean, like when you think like,
but I mean, it was a great comedy. It was
right.
No, that's not slapstick, is it?
It
is slapstick.
That is slapstick.
It's more. It's pun mixed with slapstick because they do both like physical and literal humor, which is like literal humor is the freaking best in my opinion.
Right. Yeah. And our introduction to that humor was Scary Movie, which had the same actor in it.
Yeah.
Leslie Nelson.
Leslie Nelson.
Yeah.
And so the reason I ask is because those movies came out and were kind of shit on.
Right.
After
they
the
were.
Brothers.
But they still stand up.
There's
there's
just people will just recognize those movies. I mean, for a while they did a little go too far in making like the different genres of movies, but some of them were just classics, man. Like it's funny about the movie Airplane is that they made the black version, Soul Plane, starring Kevin Hart.
That was a
Kevin Hart, Dr. Dre.
Yes, it is. It is literally
like they're connected.
It's not, there's no connection between the movies. It's literally a black version of the movie because they go through the same premises as everything. Okay. Like there's one scene where one of the crewmen, his name is like an African. He's one of the African pilots. His name is like something Gaiman. And they call him, hey, I need Gaiman to come to the cockpit, and then like literally it shows like of different versions of like Gaiman, like show like sailors dude, like the dude from YMCA, like a bunch of different versions of Gaiman, like that kind of joke.
Yeah, the literal humor.
The literal humor, which is hilarious.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I haven't seen Soul.
You know what?
You should. Kevin Hart,
Snoop Dogg.
It's
studded cast.
It's a bunch of a bunch of that communities in it. Witherspoon, John Witherspoon, R.I.P.
Oh yeah, classic.
Classic actors like that. Yeah, if you watch it, it's not as funny as the original, but I mean, it still has its humor.
Okay,
for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I enjoy it.
Yeah, definitely we'll have to check it out because I don't think you're right. I don't think I've ever seen that movie.
It's a good movie.
So you think Mom would enjoy that?
You? I don't know. I don't really know what you laugh at.
Yeah. What is your humor?
It's not that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I laugh at that, Mario?
No, you wouldn't laugh at. She would probably be offended by it and make me turn it
You're
off.
still making
Right.
sure to like switch back and forth.
So Mario or Mario? What do you go by on here?
Big Mod.
Big Mod.
Just mod.
But to you, Nino.
And Lil Mod.
Little Mark.
My point I was getting to was that my tia. There's nothing like getting booed. Like I felt booed, yeah, but it was for him. So.
Like, who is that for? I know, and then there's like a little delay.
Yeah. Anyways, Tia Sandy, Big Mod's wife, is sisters with my mom.
Twins.
They're twins, fraternal twins. But I can't figure out their humor. They both just don't.
It's
laugh at
almost
anything.
it's almost non-existent.
It almost. It's like only inside jokes, like personal family stuff, like nothing outside of that.
Yeah.
And you both laugh the same way. It's
they
like
don't-
that when you laugh, but
They don't
then
have a sense of humor. That's what it is.
You hide your laugh. You guys do one of these where you like laugh, but then you close your eyes and just kind of put your head down, just like look away from what was ever funny because you don't want to admit it was funny.
Right.
Yeah, that's you.
Mm.
You're right. We're both the same.
Do you like any comedy movies? Like, do you have one
That stand out? I couldn't even tell you.
like a feel good Friday?
No, like Fridays when you don't even make her laugh.
No.
Yeah, it's
You
sad.
know what? You can see the movie over and over and you still laugh at the same thing every time. If I laughed, it was probably the first time I saw it, and then that's it.
It's like one and done. Gotta read that.
So if I see it again, I'm not going to laugh again. It was funny the first time.
Interesting.
No, it's always funny. I could
That's
sit
you.
there and I could just laugh and then watch it again. and
If I
laugh.
watch any movie with
Sure.
my dad,
You know
and he
what-
laughs, I laugh because to me he has the most infectious laugh.
See, I'm just laughing because we just watched what's the Brad Pitt movie that just come out on Netflix?
Bullet Train.
Bullet Train. We watched Bullet Train, and there's a scene in there where the train just falls off the track and.
Spoiler alert.
I
Yeah,
know,
spoiler
right?
alert.
Spoiler
Anyway, there's a scene the train goes off the track and they wanted their money back or something, and so Brad Pitt is
They're
just
not dead.
Brad Pitt is just flying through the air. Everything is slow motion and stuff is just flying through, and he's flying and he's just looking around, and this tea kettle comes flying out of nowhere, slow motion, and they both meet up, and it just knocks him right in his head. Dong! I mean, it just hits him right in his head, right? And that just cracked me up because the sound effect and it was in slow motion. It was just,
You know
it was
what?
hilarious.
I bet that movie is better with people because I watched it alone and I didn't think it was that funny.
See, and then
Thank
okay.
you. Thank you.
Yeah.
He just laughs at things like that for no reason.
Yeah, and we were at
you
work.
still making a switch?
We were at work talking about it, and my buddy, my buddy Todd Schultz, he watched it and he goes, "That was a shit movie. I can't believe I wasted my time.
Yeah.
It was so bad." I thought, I don't know. I found humor in it. But
No, it was entertaining.
yeah, I thought it was entertaining.
Yeah. No, I had coworkers that were talking about it too, like it was an Oscar contender. They were like, "Man, this movie is so good, like one of my top 10 of all time." I'm like,
Are you serious?
How good is this movie?
Oh, man,
and then I watched it and I was like,
There's
Okay, I wouldn't go.
A movie can be good,
I wouldn't go that
but
far.
it doesn't have to be Oscar worthy. I mean,
Right,
there's a lot
right.
of good movies
That's
out
why
there
I think
that
there's a
aren't
difference
Oscar
between
quality.
like there's good and bad, and then there's entertaining or not.
Yes.
Right.
So you can be entertaining and a bad movie.
Yeah, pretty much every Dwayne The Rock Johnson movie.
Hey,
And I like him.
Yeah, he's kind of gone off the rails.
I'm planning to get him on the show someday. So come on, ease up.
All right, okay. What do you mean he's gone off the rails?
like with his movie choices. Like
Black Adam? It's pretty
actually,
good.
That was dope.
I recently watched. I haven't seen it, but I recently.
So it's
watched
about this bald guy. Now go ahead.
a bald wrestler, ex wrestler.
Bald extras.
I recently watched Pain and Gain.
I like that movie.
Yes,
that's
and
a
it
good
was like the
movie.
last movie The Rock actually acted in.
That's true. He acted in that, and he was good.
Acted, yeah, he was one hell of an actor in that movie. He played
remember
like a
which one.
sensitive, like Christian dude.
So Mark Wahlberg,
Oh yeah.
Anthony Mackie,
Yep.
Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
I know which one you're talking about.
Great
yeah,
movie.
no, that
It was
was
a
that
great
was a good movie.
Yeah.
It was a good
It's
movie.
all based off true events, which is hilarious.
Did I see that movie?
Probably not.
No, I don't think so.
Pretty violent.
Yeah, it's violent.
Well, I mean,
Well, I wouldn't say it's violent. There's just
so was Crazy
it has some
Train
violence,
or that
yeah.
train movie. Whatever.
I mean, it's not about violence. It's just it's a good movie though.
Yeah,
If you were to watch it, it's a great movie.
Okay.
Anybody who hasn't seen it, go watch it.
It's not a family friendly movie as well.
no.
Mr. Rowe, what's it like knowing that you are the oldest of your generation of
Of 30.
my kids? You're the oldest.
Yeah,
one, you know?
yeah, of the cousins. I don't know. It feels fantastic.
There's about
I
as
can tell you
many.
that.
There's about as
Yeah.
many kids as this. Your age is almost the same
Yeah.
as the kids.
For I want to say, when was the last? It's almost like I've just been around babies the whole time.
Yeah, because
Practically.
you're.
Because
You-
then, like once our generation started having babies too, like it just
Yeah,
kept
I mean,
going.
because you're literally an '80s baby.
yeah,
You
but
know,
I don't really
89,
claim that,
but you
though.
don't.
Yeah,
you know
but-
what?
Well,
you don't want that claim
you
to
were
fame?
80. What 89?
89.
It doesn't
89.
help me much because then I talk to people who were born in the 80s.
Hey, you
and I'm
remember
just like,
Reagan?
Nah, I'm not into that.
You remember
Like,
Reagan?
yeah.
You remember the Cold War?
Dirty Dancing.
Right. You remember when you used to watch me breakdance? I know, right? That was like 82.
Must have been right before I got hit.
he dies.
Are we going to be talking about that?
Oh, you brought it up.
I
What
don't
hit
know.
in the head?
What?
What hit in the head?
I got hit apparently with the baseball bat.
Yeah. What's the story? Who hit you?
Hit him with a
Who
baseball bat.
hit him?
It was our. Are we?
Yes.
I got hit
Yes,
with the
who hit
baseball.
you?
Or was
I
this
got hit with the
alleged?
baseball
Maria
bat
hit
too.
you?
Has the? Yeah, she hit me.
Eastside
okay.
hit me with the baseball bat
Hold on, in the head.
in the mouth.
Okay, that's different.
I got fake teeth because of it.
Did you really?
Yeah,
Which one?
my middle one.
Okay.
It's fake.
So you got a fake tooth, not fake teeth.
I was
I
exaggerating.
got,
these-
I
see
got a
these-
fake skull.
Man, that's
So
you know
I
what
got
this story-
hit in the. Was it twice?
You do have fake teeth.
Yes, I think.
Which is why I think my my IQ is so high.
It knocks
The
something.
first one was
it
made me
knocks something
dumb,
in
and then the second one made me.
But I think it's
Wait, how'd you get it twice? What's the first time?
I don't know.
It was we were playing baseball or something.
Yeah, you guys were playing
and
baseball.
You walked right behind somebody that was swinging the bat. Boom.
And
you
then
got
my
hit.
Thea, I think both times. But then Alyssa, my
have it.
wife, also said, "Why wasn't child services called after that?"
because I remember you got hit in the head and it was just what was that? And then you were holding your head and then you started crying. Actually, I remember that day because I had to give up my T-shirt because blood was squirting everywhere and everybody's like,
It was a
"Ooh, what's
Tarantino
going on
movie?"
here?"
He said
Yeah.
it was my favorite shirt too.
So I was like running in slow motion. At the same time, I grabbed the back of my shirt, whipped it right off, wrapped it around your head, and yeah, I was shirtless. I was shirtless for a while.
I don't know what this adds to the story.
I remember it was a good shirt. Yeah, I was like, oh, I'm saving my guts in here, but man, that was a
I
good
appreciate
shirt.
it. Yeah, I feel like I had all the head injuries because that happened, and my other biggest head injury. I think I went ice skating with Yvonne and Urs.
Ooh, hit the ice.
And yeah, like first one to like go back.
Ooh,
And I think I bled a little bit.
So you've officially had like at least that's three concussions right there.
And then there's another one where
All
we were
right.
at Lawrence Lake. I forget which one.
the one in Lawrence.
Is there only one?
I don't know. You said it was the Lawrence Lake.
Yeah. But so I was underwater. I shot myself up,
Hit
and
a boat.
apparently Jose was standing above me, and my head hit his chin. Except I was the one bleeding, and his chin was fine. So that was four
He was the
head
Crimson
injuries.
Chin.
Right.
I think I vaguely remember that.
Yeah, and none of the times I went to the hospital. So I'm just here now.
No, I mean it was expensive. It's still expensive, but we're like, nah, he'll suck
just-
it up.
You know what? That
Just put some Vicks on it, and
that
that'll
was
be
the
fine.
Yeah, why did Vicks? Man, you
Rub
remember?
some Vicks.
So you remember when we would go camping, right? As I like all the cousins, we go camping. Because speaking of bleeding, I remember one time we were getting ready to go canoeing, and we were going down the lake. And either it was you, Mom, or Theo. One of you two was with. I was in the boat in the canoe. I was small, and one of you guys like pushed it out, like getting ready, trying to get into the water, but it didn't go. So I only went forward, and I face planted into the front seat of the canoe, like in one of the extra seats, and I'm bleeding.
Jeez.
Yeah, and my nose bleeding on a camping trip. Man.
Maria Moreno boy.
Oh my God! Why is he trying to call right now?
Can you put it on vibrate?
I know,
No.
man. Dude, you're making
Hello?
this about everybody but Raul.
I know. Why am I?
This is
Hold on.
Raul's
Hold on.
episode.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
Is Marcos there?
He's sitting right next to me. You are on the air.
Hi, Marcos. This
Hi.
is your tia Maria.
I know. We talked earlier.
I know. Happy birthday.
Thank you again.
Yeah, thanks
This
for
time
calling.
we got it on live.
Yeah, you know what? And I'm glad you called in because Raul was telling a story about getting hit.
Speak of the,
The
angel.
danger. Oh my
again.
Speak of
God!
the
What is
angel, yeah.
going on here?
We were talking about when he was little and he got hit in the head with a baseball bat, and we were trying to figure out who did it, and then we're like, oh, Tia Maria.
Yes, it was me.
Was-
Pobrecito, I'm so sorry.
Was it twice?
You were right behind me when I was getting ready to swing, and I didn't know you were standing behind me. And
So who
pow,
was
right on your
watching me?
forehead.
No,
You know what? Your parents. It was your parents' picnic, so it should have been them watching you.
Whoa! Shots fired.
Ask your mother.
Oh man.
So you got hit twice? So you're telling me when Tia Mia, like, she swung back and it hit you, and she heard it, then she turned around and the other side came back
I think
around
it was
it?
two completely separate times.
Oh, I didn't know if you went like
she did one of
went
those like double spins.
Yeah, so you got hit. In
No,
the, so
no,
like
I didn't
you got hit in the front, and then she turned around and got hit in the back.
And you know what? As a kid too, I had headaches like almost every day, and my mom never said what the reason was. Like I'm sure that was the reason.
I think it stunned your growth too.
Poor
She
baby.
hit a little downward, so I went.
You got knocked down. Your spine went down to 6 vertebrae.
You know, I'm surprised you didn't get knocked out. Because
Well,
it was a metal bat, wasn't it?
yeah, it was an aluminum bat. Yeah, it was
Aluminum
bat.
bat? Yeah.
Yeah, and I remember we were pretty upset because we couldn't use that bat anymore because it was bent, and the game ended right there on the spot.
Stop, Mario. You better quit.
You guys all yelled home run.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
Stop.
that's funny.
Oh my goodness.
Well, thank you for calling, Marco. Appreciate
Yeah.
it.
Thank you.
Lisa's right here. Here she is.
Okay.
Happy birthday, Marco.
Thank you. All
All right, Mark. We'll talk to you later.
All right, peace.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, bye.
Bye-bye.
Love you guys.
bye.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye bye.
And why is everybody?
It's
so-
your birthday, Chingo.
I know, but
I-
just name someone else. Just name someone else. Let's see if they
Can I be
call.
on another episode without Marco?
Definitely, yeah,
Right?
definitely. You come back in. I'll bring you back
Let's
in.
see if it
nephew.
happens. Just name anybody. Name another cousin Raul. Let's see if they call. Because we're going 2 for 2 here.
Yeah, you know what? I have this thing that I've claimed about manifesting, and it's come true so far. Mostly, it's
There's
about
a show on Netflix called Manifest, right? Are you familiar with that?
Yeah, I don't really care.
All right.
No, but I'm talking about like real manifesting.
Okay.
So like whatever you
Like
say.
manifest, that's like a
Say-
plain thing.
Yeah,
Like
no, it is. It's
like
a say it into
Yeah.
existence kind
yeah,
of thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
It's one of my
And
mottos.
Mostly at work too. Like I manifest free food. I manifest free things is what I do.
Okay.
And and for $95.99, you can get my tips on how to manifest.
Because I was getting ready to ask, how do you do that?
That's a hell of a plug right there. Hell yeah, use it. Use it while you're here with us.
No. So yeah, whatever.
Whatever. Okay.
That's fine. So my next question for you, nephew, was I was going to ask you if you remember much of your childhood, but you've been hit so many damn times, I don't think you can remember shit.
You know what? I thought about this too. I can't remember shit.
You know what? So as a kid, you grew up pretty close in age range to your brothers. So you always grew up. You always had someone. At least for the first. Like, what's the difference? What's the difference in age?
to
Like
me-
at least 2 years between you
Yeah,
and the next.
year and a half to 2 years.
See, so you've always had.
So to me though, we all felt like the same age.
Okay, that makes sense. I mean, you guys were literally like a year apart in schools, like 1
Except
or 2.
that I had it the hardest because I was the test baby, basically. Like
Yeah.
the first one is always the
Right.
test baby.
the mistake.
And you're originally from the Dot. You know that, right?
Yeah.
From Wyandotte County. Born and raised in Wyandotte County. You and your brothers.
Yeah.
So we all came over to the good side.
We gentrified.
Wow, hold up. What are we getting into right now?
I know, right? What am
So I
saying?
have a question.
All right, bring it up.
Did you guys have a childhood where you learned how to ride bikes and things like that when you were little?
I don't remember. We had wooden swords that we fought with, and
I
hurt
remember
each other.
those. We did have those. Were they from the Renaissance fair?
They were from the Renaissance.
Yeah, I remember those because they all had jewel diamonds
they
in them,
did,
different
yeah.
colors.
We
That's how
would,
you knew.
Yeah,
Oh man,
we used them the wrong way.
right?
But no, since we were from the dot, not a great part. We didn't really ride bikes.
Right, because there was really nowhere for you guys to learn because you lived on a main road.
Yeah.
And just was never safe.
Huh.
So you guys were what,
You know what's funny?
12 years old by the time you learned how to ride a
Right.
bike when you moved out to the suburbs?
That's true. Yeah.
You know what is hilarious now that I think about it? You just said that, Mom. You said that it wasn't safe, right? Well, Raul and his brothers and the other guys on our street who were around the same age made our street ghetto. You guys made it ghetto because you guys were having pellet gun fights on the street, man. You guys had literal looking guns out there on our street.
Back then they made them look real.
Yes, you're out here on our street shooting each other with BBs hiding behind cars.
Spray painting the orange part.
black-
Yeah, the orange
You
part of the
guys are
barrel. You guys
terrible.
would clean that up.
We got
Y'all
in
brought the
just
ghetto,
before they-
right?
Well, I don't wanna
Imagine
say,
doing that over there.
Yeah.
Imagine what happened.
I was
then.
going to say just before it became famous. I don't want to say popular for
Yeah.
cops to shoot kids, but
Yeah, before it became more of a controversial
right,
topic.
right?
Yeah.
And no cops ever came by though, so we were never profiled,
right?
or just the white people weren't afraid of us.
Yeah, I think the originals that lived on our street were just afraid, so they never came outside. And,
And to be fair, you
Well,
and,
until-
you and your brothers are on the lighter side of things in this family.
Yeah,
look
we
at
could be
you.
Hawaiian,
Right.
yeah. And, do you remember the schools that you attended?
Whittier.
Rarely,
Whittier.
I only remember
mean-
a little bit.
Whittier.
Okay. Well,
Were
what
you not at
school
Whittier?
did you go to? What grade school?
My biggest memories were from Whittier, probably.
Whittier.
Even I remember Whittier, and I was
Whittier
like in
is
preschool.
when I was the most popular.
Okay, what meaning what?
What? I peaked in elementary school because my mom and my tia
the computer
worked there.
labs. Oh yeah, my aunt, she works in computer labs. You know, we can play games now.
Right? No, not even that. It's just people knew me and liked me, and I had,
How the times have changed.
my birthday was
Now we all
at the
hate
end
you.
of the year. I'll talk about that, but my birthday was at the end of the year, and like I felt like I was the only person that the class threw a party for.
Oh, back
Because
when
it
you
was
could
like-
bring in cupcakes and stuff.
Right, and I
Yeah.
got presents that I opened in front of the classmates.
Dang.
Yeah, it was. I don't know if the other students did. I don't remember, but I remember getting a glow in the dark Jurassic Park shirt or like a Star Wars shirt, stuff like that.
I think it was because you always had bandages on your head.
They needed shirts. You kept running
Did
out
I
of shirts.
imagine everything?
Yeah, everything after that
Yeah.
day you don't remember.
So after elementary school, that's when we moved to Johnson County.
Uh-huh.
At least for me.
Mhm.
And so that's when I turned invisible in middle school and high school. So
okay, hold on.
So I was a child actor.
Yes.
I made a crap ton of money for a child.
Guess where it all went? Not to you.
Not
Groceries.
Not to you.
Right.
Groceries,
Even though
bills.
They say it went to me. They're like, it went to that toy you got. I'm like, what? It was $90.
It's for your college fund.
Right.
I don't remember going to
I didn't
college.
go to college.
Exactly.
I don't know that you made a crap load of money.
Nah, I said
but
for a
you
kid.
made
To a
little-
kid.
a little bit of money.
$200.
Yes, to a
What
kid.
do you know
To
what
a
the checks
kid.
were like? Was it like $30? I was expecting like 90 per commercial or something.
Maybe $100. Yeah.
Do you remember?
Hey, you didn't get that Lionel Coin Bank money though.
I was the only one.
Save
to
your
do-
money. Save your money.
I was the only one to do a Walmart clothing runway show.
No way. That's big money.
Well, I
you
don't
can't
remember that.
You cannot tell me that
I
was
did.
not $500 at least.
Right.
So can we can go on YouTube and find this?
No,
video?
this was a private event, I think.
Oh, okay.
I
But
do commercials now.
I did.
for
I had to like
$500
change
just to be in the
change
background.
into an outfit of like something, walk down the runway and come back. I think I did it twice and then it was over.
I don't remember that. I remember the Worlds of Fun
Yeah, that was.
and how many times you guys rode.
Hey, what did I get paid for that?
I don't know.
You didn't get paid.
You didn't get paid. You got to go to Worlds
You
of
were
Fun.
just an extra, weren't
You think you could afford Worlds of Fun
So
back
my
then?
Mexican parents were like, "This pays your rent," and I'm like 8 years old. Like,
I have rent.
So because it was
There's
that
a toy,
that
toy
day,
tax.
that day, I remember I was at work. You were doing a commercial, and then I think your brothers joined you because they needed more people on this
did,
roller
yeah.
coaster, and they loved it. All the three of you boys.
No. Jose cried.
Jose cried. That was cries of joy, tears of joy.
Yeah. With mom next to him going, there.
But then I remember I got a phone call, or I don't know. Do we have phones back then? I don't remember.
No, you had beepers.
Beeper.
man.
Oh
You
yeah, I
had-
got a page, and then I had to run to a payphone, call that number, and then they say
What was,
somebody.
what was that?
Somebody called
Were
me.
you get a Morse code on that thing?
Yeah, I was called, and then we're gonna probably be here till 7, 8 o'clock. I mean, you guys can. It was just a constant, just riding the Mamba. So I got to join in, and I got to ride it at least maybe 8 times.
Wait, so you showed up late?
Yeah,
You were
because
still riding?
I was at work, and then I drove all the way to Worlds of Fun just so I can get in.
It was we
and
were
it was
on-
cold. I remember it was cold.
it?
Yeah, it was chilly.
We were on for 14 times.
14. So I got in about maybe 6.
And what
6
was the
times.
roller coaster?
Now you're not telling me
Mamba.
that.
It was
You're
the
not
Mamba.
telling me this is when the Mamba first.
Yes, when it
Yes.
first come out. Yes.
Yes.
No
The first
way.
one.
Commercial for the Mamba.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
And I loved every second of it.
Right.
Yeah.
And I didn't because I was sick.
Yeah.
You
How many
were-
times
you
did
were
you
on it
ride
too?
I
it?
think it was maybe twice, and I was like, "Oh, I can't."
Did
do
you have
this
to
no
write it as
more.
their moms?
Yeah. Well, because they
They
needed
just
more
needed
people.
extras.
And
I
apparently
didn't
it
get
was,
paid.
I didn't get
just
paid
got to
either.
go for the
Right.
ride.
They just got put people on there.
Yeah. I don't think I can ride a roller coaster nowadays. So.
Yeah, and apparently,
I'd
one
come off and
random thing
go
that
dizzy.
stands in my mind is like it was a big deal that Mark Alford was there. The news,
Mark Alford.
Oh my!
news
Was it
anchor
really?
or something. Yeah,
Wow.
like maybe his daughter was there as well.
Yeah. See, I don't even remember that.
Did you know that Worlds of Fun used to have mascots? And they stink.
They were stinky.
They're also
Stinky
frightening.
mascots, yeah.
Yeah, look.
What were they?
Oh, they were terrifying. I'll show you a TikTok later that I made of them. They're scary.
They were scary looking.
Wait, were they scary and stinky?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
How do you know?
Because I would take pictures next to them and they would put their hands on my shoulders and smell. They just smell bad. Every mascot
sun
smells
every-
bad.
yeah, they're in
every
the
mascot
sun
smells bad. Anyway, yeah, that was in our last couple episodes we talked about that.
Oh yeah, I listened to it.
But, yeah, right, whatever. Where'd you go to middle school? Was it?
I don't claim any schools.
No, oh,
right.
wait.
Okay, were you in
hold on,
Eagle?
no. We got to get back to this. We got to get back to this
Yes.
fact because Raul said he was invisible.
Felt invisible.
He felt invisible.
Yeah, I was in the perfect time in a teenage life or a start in teenage life
Emos.
to have that transition and it be completely awkward. Because if you were younger than, what was I? I was like 11 maybe. If you were younger than that, you're just a kid. You don't really pay attention to anything.
Mm-hmm.
Right as like the teen years start up is when you start noticing everything. You're noticing like the people that are You start noticing the groups that form in middle school.
To be fair, you still belonged in a generation that was whole separated into, athletes, dramas, nerds, emos.
Right. That's
Goths,
Emojis.
emos.
and that's not a thing
Skaters.
anymore. Now it's all bleeding.
Yeah,
together.
bleeds. Yeah.
Right. So I
There's
paved
a lot
the
of-
path for society.
There's a lot of
Just kidding.
lot of gay theater acting football players out there nowadays.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
All right. I mean, that's impressive because I felt like that was my thing is like I was all the things in some way, but then I never felt like I could like display it or show. I could never show that. I was always just one thing, which was
That's because your haircut, first of
I
all.
look like the nerd.
That's
or
your
the dork.
haircut's fault.
Well, that's the thing about moving to Johnson County.
My man had the bangs that you had to throw back, and they still come forward.
No, that was later. That was when I adapted.
This is me. I have to accept it now.
So you go,
Yeah.
and it would go back to your left eye.
Gorillaz is my favorite band.
Are you making fun of me?
Yeah, we knew what group I would have belonged to. The one that made fun of your group.
Right. Well, so with moving though, my parents also didn't know how to adjust, so I didn't have guidance. Was the biggest thing.
Okay.
And how to adjust to white culture,
Because they came from, that culture.
the brown side.
Oh, I wasn't meaning pointing at you.
Yeah, he pointed right at me. We came from that side. Okay, that's right. I'm from that side, I guess.
His side. Let's tape off this.
Right.
that
So
side.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah, see, when we grew up, this is what we heard all the time. Every time, every day. Trains, cops, and
That's because his favorite group was the Police. That's the sound of the police.
whoop, whoop,
That's the sound of the beast.
whoop, whoop. Yeah. So,
I can't stand you guys.
so you said you were invisible. Is that what this is all about? So, like when you would stand out, when you would step out your door, you would hear this, and then you would just disappear.
Basically.
All right. And in high school, would you claim high school?
No.
Not even?
No.
But you were an athlete. You played soccer.
I came from like one of the last generations again before it transitioned, where at that time that's where a lot of kids peaked, and they just like were diehard high school people because they're like, this is my life, I'm cool now, and then they have children and at like 18,
Yeah.
and
so it was kind of like a...
So wait, you did or did not peak? You peaked in elementary school.
no, I didn't.
Oh, yeah, you said you
I
peaked at
peaked in
elementary school.
But then I peaked again after high school when I was like, then I came
It's time
out.
to
Then
hit
basically
the world.
like, yeah. Once you realize, because when you're in high school, you don't realize there's an added world like afterwards. You're like, oh, this is all there is.
You are so correct.
And so once I found out there was adult life, I can reinvent myself and figure out who I wanted to be. So
This is what you came up with?
Yeah. Joining us here tonight.
Look at the life choices that have brought you to us.
right.
You're in hell now, friend.
But I thought there was a time, I remember you told me, you said, Nino, I think I want to be a pro wrestler.
What?
A pro wrestler. Remember we used to watch wrestling?
Like The Rock.
When I thought it was real.
It is real.
It is real.
Oh man. Do I have news for
It's
you
real.
guys?
It's real physical.
It is real physical. They
Okay.
actually do all this stuff, but
it's just
Those
it's
men
just-
work hard to look like that.
But no, they do. They definitely do.
Yeah,
but the fake part is that it's scripted.
Yes, and it's entertainment.
Right.
It's what it is.
Right.
WWE now, World
There's no
Wrestling
better actor than a WWE wrestler.
But how good was it when we used to watch it?
It was amazing.
Right?
you guys are
It was
lucky. You
great.
guys lived in the generation of
we
wrestling,
would watch.
man.
We would watch wrestling, and then the three would gang up on me, and boom, there I go, slamming you guys.
Yeah.
And we just had a
I
good
think
time
about
back
some
in the
of
day.
those matches.
And that's where one of those
think about
concussions came from, too. He threw you on the ground, mate.
More concussions, yeah.
I just remember all the giggles.
He said, "Where's my shirt?" Wrap around his head. He'll be all right.
Yeah, those were the good old days. And then when Santa Claus used to visit you guys, remember those days?
Yes,
That
I
is
do.
a funny story.
Yes, I do.
You gotta tell that story.
That's the only story. That's the only time we met Santa. One Christmas.
I gave you my heart.
And the very next day, you gave it away. But this year, to save you from tears, I'll give it to someone special. Special. All right.
Believe it.
All right, y'all, I'm out.
All right.
But
Now
anyway,
proceed.
proceed to
Now
give
he
us what
doesn't
we need.
remember.
Proceed to give us what we need.
Oh, that's Damien's fault.
No.
So,
And on the
Yeah.
backswing.
Exactly.
I mean, the reason we're talking about this is because somebody else was involved.
Yeah.
So me and my brothers, we go to sleep Christmas Eve. We're supposed to put out cookies and milk, and Santa is real. And
The younger one that's currently in the studio today. So.
what happened? We go to sleep. We were told not to go to bed yet. Like we just had to hide in our room, like in pitch black. And then we heard chimes, and we heard ho ho ho, ho 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 ho. You know what? It sounded just like that.
It sounds familiar. Where have I heard this?
And so we opened the door, and we've watched enough, like, Power Rangers or whatever, to be like sneaky and like.
Yeah, you guys.
Where the Power Rangers have been sneaky.
Right.
They throw a punch and there's an explosion for some reason.
They have the loudest hiya.
Right.
But anyways, yeah, we watched something that was sneaky.
Yes. You think as children,
Kim
you could,
Possible.
Yeah, you think you're being sneaky.
Right. And you're not.
Yeah.
But wasn't that crazy? Just as you guys just peeking in the front room, and all of a sudden,
So
you see Santa Claus there.
We saw Santa. Big Mod was playing Santa Claus, and we didn't know this for the longest time because nobody would fess up to it. But we saw Santa. We didn't see him put any presents down on the tree. we maybe saw you take a bite of cookie.
A single bite.
A single bite. And you probably dipped it. That was one of the things you, as a kid, you're like, oh, what did he eat? Like,
Yeah.
Did he take a bite? Did he take a bite?
Yeah. And then we were told to go back into our room before Santa left because we couldn't see him go up the chimney.
Yeah, I tried. I really tried. That was very hard to do.
Did you like? I don't know if I heard a door close or something.
No, all you hear, you guys are laying in bed like, oh my God, that was Santa.
That was Santa.
I think he's leaving.
Yeah,
you hear the door like close, and then you hear the car start.
Oh, I thought I was on a Harley.
Right.
You just hear the car start out in the driveway.
Rudolph had a V8 upgrade.
You see the lights in your window, just like the lights of a car fly. I guess it's dark out there.
And
Santa
then-
must need headlights.
And then you hear that.
You're like, did we just get robbed? He's walking out. You hear Santa go, oh.
Dang, that's kind of a genius theft scheme. No, I'm saying like a real scheme, like dress up as Santa, walk into someone's house and just like take the presents. Maybe that's been done.
Yeah, it's called Home Alone, but it's a police officer.
Yeah. And what's funny? What's funny about that is I'm eating the cookie, another dry cookie, and then I can hear
You said a dry.
My mom made them.
it's a dry ass cookie.
But you had to keep in character,
Yeah,
man. You're like, ho ho. Something wrong with Santa?
And then so I and then I can hear you guys laughing, and then I kind of stop. And I turn my body around like who's behind me, right?
That's when like
and then I can hear
was behind the couch.
I can hear all you guys just.
It's
your
one
feet-
of those. As a kid, you think you're sneaky. You're trying to go. Oh, we gotta go back,
Right.
and then you think you're sneaky, but all you hear is.
And you can actually hear us going, go over there, go. Like,
And you guys are laughing, and then I think I even peeked in your guys' room, and you guys were asleep, so I was wrong.
oh, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, you guys did a good job of pretending you were asleep. So
No, we were good fakers for a while.
yeah,
too.
and then
that's a
and
whole
then
nother story.
and then I go, man. I said I gotta go because I need gas. I remember my car was low on gas. The reindeers weren't around.
Oh, man. No, I want to real quick say that we were good fakers. We got whooped all the time, so we had to fake cry.
I'm sorry,
So we can go to sleep. We can go to sleep easily. Like,
Yeah, that's hilarious. Yeah, that's a good memory, and those are memories that I'll always have of you guys.
yeah.
Yeah, just.
But as far as like Santa goes, I don't know if we're gonna do Santa. I feel like our
Don't tell me you're gonna treat her as like a. We are the present givers. There is no Santa.
it's almost
She needs Santa Claus in her life. You guys had it. She needs it.
But see,
I
that's the
can
thing.
help.
I'm the one that brings the joy, not Santa. So I feel like I can be the
Okay, well then you can be
because Santa's
Santa.
just a symbol. He's not a real person.
No, think
So
You're
about
not
it.
watching the Santa Claus on Netflix right now?
No.
With Tim Allen.
Now,
good.
but that's what makes that part cool as a child. At a certain point, when you start realize that, like, wait, it's my
So-
parents, and then you get mad at the classic movie where you get mad at your parents because they were actually Santa, but then you take a look at their life and realize that, like you see one of those, like where you walk in your parents' room and you see he's like your dad's like tired and crying because he doesn't have enough gifts or something. Like, oh man, he's actually working really hard for my. That's a good movie right there. But that moment, that's a good moment.
I'll write it for you.
Thank you. Yeah, there you go. Write that.
No, but what I'm saying is, like, yeah, to that point, like, what did you do when you found out Santa was fake? Like, for me, it was in elementary school. It was maybe like 5th grade, and it was spoiled to me just by kids at lunch. And so one of the things, since
Those
I was
little assholes.
since I was popular at the time,
Yeah.
it was all about how I reacted. So I played it off as if
yeah, of course he's not
I played
real.
it off as if I already knew because I didn't want to seem lame.
You guys still think Santa's real?
And so, and honestly, it didn't hurt me. It was just like,
Oh, you what? You're gonna
okay.
next? You're gonna tell me that babies don't grow out of the ground? Come on,
just Cabbage Patch.
right? Cabbage.
Oh, Garbage Pail.
Ugh, those are nasty.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Those are gross.
Grandma had a deck of the cards or
Yeah,
something.
she
like-
did. I remember seeing them. I thought you
Yeah.
guys
They were
had
popular.
It.
Yeah.
Those are disgusting, man.
They were funny.
They are freaky.
Garbage Pail Kids.
She does not know.
Yeah.
They were gross,
They were
Ileana.
nasty.
They were literally different ways of like depictions of kids being like somehow slaughtered,
Mutilated.
killed, or mutilated.
Well, yeah, you'd have to see him.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're interesting.
And they were collectible cards.
They were disgusting.
I know, right? Do you remember trips growing up? You remember the trips we used to take back in the day?
A couple of them.
We didn't take too many.
Okay, that's why he said a couple of them.
So
It was Florida and
Florida?
Chicago.
Florida, Chicago.
What else was there?
you went with
I
us
went
to
with,
Texas.
Yeah, during my senior year, yes.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
That one was fun.
Mhm.
Do you
Which one you want to talk
mad
about?
at me for cutting the trip short?
Why'd you cut the cruise?
Oh yeah, we had to come home.
Why?
I was
don't
getting
remember.
homesick.
What? Your
I think
senior
I
year of
was
high
just
school?
ready to go. Yeah.
And then you leave
We
as
were
soon as you
together already
graduate?
for like 10 days or something. Like it was a long time.
And then you left home as soon as you graduate? Bro.
Man.
I don't remember cutting that
Yeah, you know
short.
what, I honestly-
Wait, were you with us when we went
Like we
to...
skipped San Diego Zoo, I think.
Well, no, we made a choice.
Yeah, no, we did not make a choice. We let Chris decide.
You know what?
We could have gone to San Diego Zoo, but instead we went to freaking Legoland.
Because,
That was fun though.
yes.
No, it was not. I wanted the zoo. The San Diego Zoo, complete with fake rocks.
But, Raul, you had a purpose and a goal when we went.
If you wanted to
The-
see our purpose, we could
so-
have gone to SeaWorld.
Okay, so we'll talk about the trip to California, but
don't
that
remember?
we did a whole
Did that
round
joke go
trip.
everybody's
Yeah,
head?
we
went
went
down-
down south first, right?
El Paso.
Yep.
Yes.
Then
We
we
went to
west.
California.
Then we went to Cali,
I got a
and there was a
I got
reason.
a ticket in New Mexico.
Oh yeah, because you drove. Yeah, we let you drive. You
And
were like,
guys, and I was like, you guys didn't care. I was the one freaking out. You guys were just like, whatever.
He said, "That's not my kid."
And I'm like,
I don't know what to tell
I'm
you,
like,
officer.
I need an excuse. I need you could like just say
We're drunk.
Just say Theo Mario's sick.
I
and he
said
has
no.
to
I
go-
told you yes. I said let's act like we're
Asleep.
kidnapped. But this kid just took our vehicle and we had to pretend we were his parents.
Man, you know what I was mad about at that time though? It was I was speeding with everybody else. I was just at the back of the pack. So that's
Oh,
why I
right.
got
And
caught.
then-
And I'm like, everybody else is right
Right.
in front of me just getting
And I have a story just like that. Yeah, I did the same thing. I was at the back of the pack behind 9 cars. I was car number 9. And I got pulled over.
Yep. So
It's
now if you
always the
speed,
last one.
Make
Yeah.
sure you're in front of somebody.
I know. Make sure you're the one in front.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you don't recall what your goal was when we went to California?
Did it have to do with Universal Studios?
No.
Nope.
About a $90 T-shirt.
Oh my God! Yes.
I know, right?
No, yeah, I blocked that out because it was a dumb decision.
You bought a $90 T-shirt?
Said he blacked it out. It was a freaking $90. And
So most of my life is built on mistakes, and I've just accepted that I make them. So
Well,
I
of
just,
course, son, that's how we learn from them, right?
So what I mean is, I just move on and I don't think about it again.
I know, but that's why.
What was the shirt?
It was a bathing ape, which is a popular brand.
bathing
Was a popular brand?
It is, or I mean, it still is. It's mostly a Japanese brand
Ah.
amongst hip hop community.
You were also part of that first generation community that liked anime, which is cool to me because I
Yeah.
like it. Now it's mainstream. Back then you were weird.
And now it's not as cool.
Ooh.
No, it's cooler.
And I'm also from the generation who listened to when nerds were the only one making podcasts for fun.
Yeah,
They weren't even commercialized or
Uh-huh.
nothing. It was
Nothing.
just
It was just on.
it was hidden on like a forum.
YouTube. Yeah, that's true.
Underground.
It was.
It was underground.
It was like underground. stuff.
Underground from the boogie down.
You're welcome.
Word.
Mhm.
You're welcome. You started this.
In my mind.
You and those other sweaty nerds.
Yeah. So we went. So we went all the way there to pick up this $90 T-shirt, and then we're like, all right, it's time to go home.
We went in there, I was trying to be cool. Probably
Yeah.
wasn't. Still
Flipping
had my
the hair.
weird haircut.
Yeah. I was like, man, I don't want to buy
These
it.
old people follow me.
Right.
And that was probably the cheapest thing in that store.
It was. I think I grabbed the cheapest shirt.
Yeah. It was. You still have it?
I washed it. The first time I washed it, dried it, it shrank. I was like, what? This is the Walmart-ish shirt ever.
We have to go back. We have to go back in time or go online and
Those
check it
kinda-
out.
No, that's when I realized I was like, there really is no difference between the popular brands and Walmart. Like, same materials and everything. It wasn't even a comfortable, like, soft shirt. It was that hard, like, rough kind.
So how old were you, son?
Okay,
So
let's take
when
this back.
Ro
So
was
when I-
18,
I was eight,
give or
yeah,
take.
So that was about 30 years ago.
Hold on.
So
First of
18,
all-
30, about 20.
How old were you?
I don't know.
If he was 18, you were
I graduated in 07.
13.
You graduated in 07? How 18?
So about 7, 8
18
years.
in 07. Yeah, so, and I would have been about math. Where's your calculator? We need your calculator.
I got my calculator right here.
That's the only way we can do math.
Yeah, that's
We literally have a calculator in case we need to do math.
what are we trying?
Is that the one that's solar?
07, dude. So 1990.
2007.
Why did we get rid of solar powered things?
It is solar power.
No, I know.
So 1998 to 07. What is that?
1998 equals 9 years ago. So you about 9 year difference. Anyway, so but okay, on that trip when we went to Texas, is that the same trip that we went to the Cowboys game?
Actually, no. I've gone to a couple
Oh,
Cowboys
so you
games
go,
with you guys.
Oh, okay. So then, do you remember the time when we all jumped in my uncle's
we were
van?
in the van. Yeah,
that white van.
and we hit speed bumps
Yeah,
for fun.
and then we went over in the speed bumps. And I think we just had, or you guys had so much fun. Where my uncle and my cousin Lando were like, you know what? Let's do that again. Did
Yeah.
a U-turn. Whoa, we went down and bam, bam.
Was it Lil Mod who
Bam,
was
bam.
flying up in the air?
No, it was you.
No, I was the biggest one. There was a smaller kid who was like actually.
Yeah, it
like,
might have been mine, but I thought you were the one that it hit so hard that you flipped over to the next seat.
I did that for jokes. That was
Because we had
But
it was an 18 passenger van.
Yeah.
right?
No, yeah, it was good.
And they freaking
I'm pretty sure I did that for show.
for sure you did
Oh, show.
To
For
make
show.
other people laugh.
Yeah, no, it was good. That was fun. I remember
That
because
was
we
fun.
did it at least 6 times.
Right.
So the
You weren't
suspension
on
in
the
that
bus,
vehicle,
were you?
no.
Hey, what?
You weren't on the bus.
No, I think it was just all the guys.
Yeah, it was all those guys. Yeah, see, that was a good time.
That was also when one of those trips. I think the round trip was when I had my first margarita. Because you got the Texas sized and it was literally this big and you
yeah.
couldn't finish
A 10
it.
gallon?
You got drunk halfway through. And so
Halfway through, you get drunk like a
It's all-
third
it's
or
all
a quarter.
tequila.
or something like that. And so
Right.
I think I asked you guys or
Yeah.
Can I get a sip of that?
Yeah,
I
just
just
needs
wanted-
any
got a couple of
slosh.
sips.
She's like, yeah, here you
Yeah.
go.
it was a huge
Nino, I want to try that lime slush. I'm like, yeah, go ahead.
Is it like
It's
Sonic?
great.
Allegedly.
Do you remember your first job? What was your first job?
I mean, I remember how.
Would
I looked.
you say
I looked poor?
would you say your first job was acting? Would you consider that a job?
Yeah, I would.
I guess you would because you were getting paid, even though you weren't getting
Getting the
anything
money.
for it. Right. I know you weren't getting any money. That's kind of like the Hollywood stories that the kids went through, right?
I mean, beauty is pain. So
I mean, a lot of them do get money. I mean, like but
Well, yeah, they
but a
get
lot
money,
of,
but-
a lot of the parents, put them in it
right.
because of it.
wasn't it Macaulay Culkin or
Say his full name,
who
please.
was it?
His full legal name.
Macaulay Culkin.
Macaulay
Culkin.
Culkin.
Sorry, what?
About
That's-
a couple years ago,
that's
he
his
gave,
first name.
He gave the fans on like Twitter something a chance to rename or to pick a new middle name, and they chose Macaulay Culkin.
So
he's legally Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah. I don't know how you remember that.
Movie trivia, man. That's just the stupid stuff that no one should know about
Yeah.
actors and movies.
Do you still keep up with Julian?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We worked together at Universal.
Okay.
Julian Babe.
Which that goes back to Nicole, right?
Yeah.
Nicole Armenta.
Yeah.
The three of you guys hung out.
Yeah.
Julian Babe.
Yeah.
How is that? How is his shop doing?
Amazing.
Really? I
Yeah.
mean, I've never had a sandwich.
Expanding
Are
some-
they?
You haven't?
I really don't think I've
They
ever had a
got-
sandwich.
they got
So Julian, you are definitely going to be coming on the show.
They
I'm
got
bringing him
number
in,
one on
and I want
Yelp.
him to bring some
Really?
bread while he's here and a sandwich for us.
Best in KC on Yelp.
Do you know that Mario is on a little commercial for them?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you help with that? Or-
No, I didn't.
Oh yeah.
What was it though?
And that was funny. It was a funny commercial because
They did one of these where they like say
he
something.
went to the counter.
Yeah, him and two
that's
other
right.
guys. So it's three of them all together. They do one of these where like they look down the menu, something else, and then off
yeah,
screen.
I'll take that. And yeah.
It's so funny.
Yeah, yeah.
So you guys are Chiefs fans?
Yeah.
So it was that 49ers Chiefs
Yep.
Super Bowl.
That
time.
moment in his career, in Lil Mod's career, overshadowed Save Your Money.
Nothing will overshadow Save Your Money. I'm sorry.
There's a whole
He's that
24.
guy now.
There's a whole 24-hour video.
There's a Save Your Money for 10 hours in demonic voice. Save your money. South.
Yeah.
So in terms of Julian, you and him also have some history in terms of filmmaking and things that you guys collaborated on as well, right?
That's how we became friends because it was one of those like, Oh, you like movies? Me too.
Me
Like,
too.
let's be friends.
He said, oh, hey, so you like movies?
You like movies? Yeah.
Oh, okay. I like making sandwiches.
Now he's not gonna bring any.
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah.
If we
Sounds like
combine our
Corbin.
powers.
Yeah.
Because I remember
Yeah.
going to see your little video that you guys.
Oh yeah, you guys shot a video. You guys made a movie, and then
That's
You know that's a
bull.
microaggression.
What?
Lil saying
Lil?
Lil making your Lil videos.
That's
I'm
true.
just kidding.
I
Wait,
no,
what
he's
the heck
not
did-
wrong.
What did he just say?
He's
I
not-
don't even
I'm
know
not
what that
saying you said
means.
anything wrong.
He's
but
no, he that's true because I know it's exactly what you're talking about. Because
Yeah.
people before he goes like talking about like our students.
more
He's
like-
like, hey, is your little podcast thing still going on?
Yeah, it's
Like,
more like a little.
It's a hit.
It's
It's
a
a-
demeaning gesture.
Yeah.
Almost. Yeah, like saying.
it's
Yeah,
a real
how-
punch in the stomach to anybody.
Like how could you could be famous, have the biggest whatever. Like, oh, how's your little project doing?
Yeah.
Like kind of minimizing it.
Okay, well, I apologize,
Yeah,
and I
you're
will
fine.
definitely pay attention to what I say.
I remember we went to that film festival that you took us to.
Mm-hmm.
That was cool.
It was at Crown Center.
Crown Center.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, that was neat. It was. Yeah, it was.
I'm
Really
trying to
cool.
remember which one it was, but
Something about spaceships or something.
I really don't remember. I only remember the one about like the one that was the French one. You know, like the cops waiting on like some burglar. Like they were just sitting there for like a long time. I remember that specifically.
oh, not one of our movies.
no,
yeah,
but,
just that was shown there.
That was
Yeah,
shown.
yeah.
I want to go to a real film
Yeah.
festival. That'd be sweet.
Yeah.
Like one of the professional ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I keep my eye on.
So you think we'll see Raul there?
I don't know.
I keep my eye on the deadlines and when to like submit stuff
Really?
because you can submit like unfinished scripts for people like professionals to review and give you help like tips on.
Really?
It. So, yeah, they have like schooling type deals there at specifically Tribeca and Sundance.
Cool.
When you
Raul,
think Becca
do you
would be offended?
remember when you guys were little and you were making your movies, and we always kept saying, "Write it down, write it down," and you guys just kept on doing it,
Right.
and I'm like, you guys had all of the ideas and the energy, and then
Right.
it's like you guys the creativeness, but you never wrote it down.
Right. Yeah. No, we had all the ideas, but we didn't write them.
We shot them. And the idea that came into
They
their
weren't
heads.
always the best ideas, but we did them anyway.
Yeah,
I
look
do
at-
have
look
to
at-
say the funnest one was the Missy Elliott video you guys
We did a lot of music videos.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a couple.
Yeah.
That one was with Elisa.
Yeah, Lisa was.
So will we go back and revisit any of those videos? You
We
have
do it
them?
at least every other Christmas.
I've
We've
got
done it
the
a couple
cassette
Christmases.
Cassette tapes. We need to sit down and just watch them again.
We have. I know. One of my favorite ones still is. and this is
Apparently,
how-
they do. We don't, but they still do.
I mean, we talk about it. We know we were there. One of my favorite ones. And now that you said, "Oh, I was invisible," I'm like, "Oh, wow, this video makes a."
Was that real?
Sorry.
No,
I'm over here trying to keep them quiet.
no, but your video when you said earlier was like, "Oh, I was alone. I was invincible." I was like, "Oh, wow, this video now makes sense." The one where you're using the action figures to make a whole.
Hey, man.
I love it and it's hilarious.
Hold
but,
up. You don't have to be invisible to make stop motion.
No, I know, but I mean, like,
But,
and let's be honest, people with friends weren't doing.
But because but I had my imagination
And that's
the
good,
gang's
man.
all
At least,
here.
yeah, right? The gang's all here. But
That's hilarious.
and you know, you could set yourself apart definitely
Yeah.
in terms of like people nowadays. I mean, at least you have your creative in
Right.
there.
I feel like everything's so connected. I look back and I'm wondering, like, in some way, did I seem like autistic or something? Like, not that there's
Like on the spectrum?
Like, not that there's anything wrong. I kind of think I am on the spectrum.
I'm dyslexic.
I think
but I don't know why I just put George Lopez in my head.
Because
He's
I think you're an Aztec warrior.
it's the warrior. It's the warrior. It is cruelty to animals.
Anyway, but yeah, I feel
Anyway.
like I don't know. I felt like I was probably,
Something.
or I still probably am. I feel like
I like to
everybody,
think
if it's a
everybody
spectrum,
is.
everybody's
I
on
like
the
to think,
spectrum.
yeah, everybody's on
Everybody's
it.
just pretending to be normal.
Right.
So bring us up to date. How's married life
It is. It's a lot. Married life with the child.
with the child? Yeah, your baby girl.
You're
and
married to a
trying
child?
Let me clear that up. I'm married to a mature grown woman
With
a child.
Yeah, you both. You guys have a beautiful baby girl.
Who? What did they used to say when they had a child? They were with child. No, Whatever. Anyway.
Yeah. I don't even know where
Wedlock?
we're going with them.
No, I don't know.
How long you been married now?
2 years?
Couple years now?
2 or 3?
It's 2019.
No, it's not. It's
Before
2022.
Oh shit! Was
4?
our marriage what caused everything to happen?
It was blasphemous.
August of 2019.
August of 2019.
And we had the pleasure of you living with us for about a
Yes.
year
That's
before
true.
you got
You did.
married.
That is true.
And
that was fun.
we actually
A
saw
full
a different
house.
side of him
Yeah.
when he was playing video games.
And
I'm like,
cussing a lot.
what?
Man, you had a potty mouth on you.
A potty mouth, yes.
We had to use a lot.
Just
A Lil Jon song.
And we're like, man, what kind of movies he watching in there?
just
Yeah.
Morse code in there.
And then birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Markers.
Marker.
Happy birthday to you.
Now-
77.
Explain to me. You don't know how old I am? Is that why there's 2 questions?
That's all they had at the gas station.
Was the cake from the gas station too?
Who knows?
I didn't know what to get you, so I got you this box.
Thank you.
If one more person interrupts this show,
Right? I'm sorry, Raul. This turned into about me.
man,
Yeah.
And
Well,
and I don't like to be the center of attention.
thank you, son. Appreciate that. Where's the balloons? I
You know
asked for
what?
some balloons. Where they at?
we
Didn't
do
get
have
them.
to apologize to Raul
Yes.
because you just got done talking about being invisible. This,
This whole pot.
no,
I feel comfortable.
Damn
right
it,
now.
we
Just
should
invincible.
we should have planned that
this
road.
was not, you are special.
I matter.
Yeah, I know. He knew that. He was
I
on the
changed-
spectrum.
I changed invisible to invincible.
There you go.
We're gonna make T-shirts that says Raul's life matters.
and then change it into
Yes.
incomprehensible.
If there's one thing that people take away from this episode, you matter, but you don't, because you also have to think of the whole.
Whoa.
As in, like,
Yeah,
other
what
people.
hole?
Yeah.
Oh, see what you say.
Whole of society.
Dang it. You guys should have let me
I
know.
was like, what?
You guys we should have planned that out better. You should have told me that there was a cake because we would have done, all right, Raul, tell us about your childhood and when you were invisible. And then you start. I said, wait, first bring in that cake while he's talking. And I'm going to cut you off. But
Perfect
real quick,
opportunity.
some more important's coming
Damn
up.
it! And I had that written right here. We were supposed to do it at that time. Son of a bitch. Anyway. And Raul, you're
That
still
noise?
young.
Do you remember that noise?
What's that?
Oh yeah.
First of all, I didn't finish talking about my family.
Sorry, we had to get to something important. You know, my birthday
Okay.
came up. We had to talk about
All
it.
right, so let's backtrack. You're married
Yes,
to
you're
a young,
beautiful family.
a little girl or something. That's what I remember hearing.
Something about married with children. That's
Oh yeah. I'm Al Bundy.
a good one.
It's busy.
It's busy for sure.
Of course, yeah. Busy
For sure.
life.
Now, hopefully,
Busy life, happy wife.
The
Isn't
tough
that the
part
truth?
is trying to, because I feel like everybody has an awareness now, like our generation. So it's all about self-care as
Sure.
well. So like,
Like sometimes you need
So
to take care of yourself,
right, but
along
that's
with
the tough part
everybody
is
else.
like figuring out how to take care of yourself, give yourself attention along with everybody else.
Welcome to Ultimate Life.
Man,
That was messed up, Dad.
he's
Sorry,
already,
I
he's
just
like,
had to do that.
kids around the house. Oh wait.
Nah, I'm just kidding.
Oh man.
I'm kidding.
Silly.
That was funny.
Anyways, then
But
I
anyway.
transitioned to
You know,
that was the sound of a decade
Yes.
before he got replacement teeth.
Yeah.
I know. Well, no, what it was is, in order to make that, you need back molars to make that noise. I don't have
what
them
it
anymore.
is? I thought it was the
my
lips.
my molars are gone.
No, it was the teeth.
I
It's,
can't do this.
it was like sucking your cheeks.
Yes,
inward to your
that's
teeth.
why I said. And the back I don't have the back molars anymore. I can't do it anymore.
Yeah. I
just
recorded
confused what
you
the
at
hell
one
noise are we
point
making.
and
Oh,
put it
yeah.
as my ringtone or
That's
something.
right, I
or
remember
like a
that.
text tone, whenever you would call. Anyway,
You know what I miss?
And your mom still does that.
I know she does. Keep it alive. And
I know,
now
it's
Alyssa
true.
hates it. My wife hates it. It's like, where'd you learn that? I'm
Sorry,
like-
Alyssa. Yeah, she said, "Where'd you learn it?"
But she also hears it in middle school
Oh, kids do that nowadays?
Yeah.
That's funny.
That's pretty much smacking your lips.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, that was a bad thing to do back in the day. And I showed it to you guys and everybody started doing it.
I know.
I don't even know where I picked it up. I don't think.
Huh.
Anyway.
Tú no sabes.
Anyway, like I said, well, go ahead.
No, not like you said. I'm interrupting. It's my turn.
Go ahead. Speak Rose. Go ahead.
Speak a piece.
You tell 'em.
I remember that you taught us if we didn't know how to say anything in Spanish.
Okay, you scared me there. I thought you could. Well, I thought we were going somewhere deep and we weren't supposed to go, but okay.
Oh, no.
How do you think I ended up with this kid?
I'm not getting booed again. From now on, it's all booty cheeks and making it rain. No, you taught us if we didn't know what to say in Spanish, spell this word. Do you remember what the word is?
¿Eso sí que es?
Yeah.
Socks.
Spell socks.
S-O-C-K-S.
Which in English, you know what it is?
I mean, you told us, but I don't know.
Yeah,
if it's
in English,
right or
yeah.
not.
Which means?
That's the
It
way
is. No, it is what it is.
it is.
Eso
what
sí
it
que
is.
es.
That's right.
S-O-C-K-S.
Eso sí que es.
Watch out, he pack a
And when I
gun.
speak Spanish, I have to talk like this.
Like Speedy Gonzalez.
See,
Or like his cousin. Slowpoke Rodriguez.
I forgot to tell you he has a
He
gun.
pack a gun.
Hold up. Do you think this is like? Do you guys appreciate that, or do you think it's troubling?
Nowadays,
See,
Nowadays, it's considered troubling.
you know,
Right.
I don't think Mexicans care.
They don't.
They don't. Because I'll tell you what, in terms of appropriation, because you said Nacho Libre a little bit ago, no Mexican hates Nacho Libre.
No Mexican hates Jack Black as playing a Mexican guy.
Like, you look at that movie, and I don't look at him as like a white guy playing a Mexican.
Yeah.
I think of him as a bona fide
Right,
Mexican.
right.
But ironically, you know he's a white because they talk about it in the movie. Like, he's like,
but he did so.
but
did
there
so
are
good.
white Mexicans.
there are.
So
He did so good though.
Right
And-
there.
Yeah. Your mama was
hold
right.
up. I'm no whiter than you
I
are.
don't know. We kind of dark on this side. We caramel.
You got the lighter side of your family, though.
That's true. Whatever, whoever my dad was, you know.
Oh, all right.
Oh man.
But
Have you guys seen the Casa de Mi Padre?
Yes.
Ferrell?
Yeah,
Will
with Will
Ferrell.
Ferrell. Have you seen it?
The first time I watched it, I didn't like it at all. Then I watched it again, and I was like, I get it now.
did you
It's
consider
funny.
like he was like, man, he can't
That
do
was-
this?
that was good.
Yeah, at first I was just like, why is he doing it? Like, it doesn't make any sense. But
Right.
that's the point. It doesn't need to make
Casa de
sense.
mi padre.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, he did so good.
His
in that
brother
movie.
is Diego Luna, like, or whatever, cousin or something.
Yeah.
Like a bona fide, and then Will Ferrell.
Yeah, right, right.
Man,
If there was something if you can go back into time and tell yourself
now
to do
we're
something
getting
different, is there something different you would say to yourself?
Yeah, I would just say, don't worry about what people are thinking.
Yeah.
I mean, that was part of like the school trouble is sort of like, how do I fit in? How do I seem like what everybody else is trying to be? And it's sort of like, just be yourself. Don't worry about anybody else.
Right. Yeah.
I know that's stereotypical, but I feel like people don't really think about that. Like, just be your weird self. Everybody is weird in some way.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah, I know we are.
So you
know-
considered yourself weird?
I know this guy is.
Oh yeah, I still am.
You think so?
weird is in.
You don't think I am?
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
No, you're my baby. I don't.
Yes.
Yeah, but
can't
I feel, but I don't think, but that's where I don't think weird is a negative word.
weird is
I
good.
think weird is
weird is
positive.
good now.
Weird is positive. Then okay.
Yeah. So I would rather you be weird than
Okay, you fucking weirdo. We get it.
I'd rather you be weird than normal. Because I feel like, you know, when you say like everybody has. All right, I'm gonna get up and twerk.
No, do your.
Do the pancake.
Go ahead.
You can't do it. You can do this thing I wanted to do.
Tut. Learn how to
Yeah.
tut. Nah, that's what's up. Hey, if he's over there, can he bring me a piece of cake while we're in here?
If anybody is wanting to listen to my like serious talk, I'm gonna start my own podcast.
All right. Oh, shoot. Okay, that was on my notes. Raul wants to start a podcast.
Healing with Raul.
Healing with Raul.
From all the trauma you've endured listening to the Big Modcast.
Healing with Raul.
I got the most drama when it comes to all of this.
HWR.
I was the baby of our
Which-
generation, man. I got all of it.
You got all of what?
I got
The trauma.
The trauma, man.
we segued into trauma now.
Well, I mean, we'll be.
Like
You
at
mean
the
like
ER.
all the big cousins
let's bring
picking
back-
on you?
Yeah. I guess.
Back in the trauma.
Yeah, man. Well, okay. I'm just saying because I was the smallest, man. I was the youngest. I was the smallest.
He was
at
the
time.
easiest one to pick
Pick on,
on. We
exactly.
kind of did bully him a little bit.
Uh-huh.
But not on purpose. It was still out of love. But even though it didn't always come out that way.
That it made me the difference between us, Raul. My bullying made me grow. I got bigger.
Bigger, stronger,
I got bullied
faster.
too because I got Rick and Jose.
I
called me-
said the difference between our bullying is that mine made me grow.
Oh, you had physically grew.
It made me grow.
Oh, okay.
The more you gave it to me, the more I took, and the more I grew. Now I'm
I
bigger than
remember
everybody
getting
else.
called a girl or looking like your mom one. Like when I grew out my hair. and
Hey,
it
my
was,
mom's
like,
beautiful.
curly and
Don't
stuff.
diss her like that.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that they said my driver's license I looked like her, so they were making fun of me because I had long, beautiful locks,
Curly locks.
curly locks.
Yeah.
Man,
But
probably start heading towards the end.
shut up. Just because it's your birthday, don't tell me what to do.
We got this is like soccer. We got to add in like 15 minutes of time because you took.
Man, I got work. I work
you,
at
eat,
night.
you eat your cake.
Oh, you do
I'm
work at
Raul and I will, and Mom will finish this real quick.
Yeah.
Are
we all getting cake?
Yeah, we will hear after the show. But this guy's hungry right now.
No, can we get a critique?
Yeah. What do you think?
What's the rating?
Because it was just bought down here at the car wash, I think.
Is this Reese's peanut butter cup?
She don't.
Can we also hear less mouth sounds?
Wrong. Wow, what was that?
That was really good, wasn't
That was good.
it? Yeah.
Oh wait, here's the one you taught us. That's pretty good.
Oh,
This is good.
yes.
Bro wants a piece. Go ahead.
It's freaking delicious.
Thank you.
Yeah, sure. I'll take a piece.
Man, now I'm
Thank
glad
you.
I came on Marcus's birthday.
Hell yeah.
Damn, this is
So people can see what we look like when we eat.
What were you raised in a barn?
See?
Were you?
Ah, that's cool. Woo!
why is he Amish?
That's good. You wish I was Amish. All right, so we're going to get ready to end this episode, Raul. We
No.
thank you very much for coming in.
They can't be cookies.
But I'm not done yet. So, so being that you're a new dad, Raul.
Yeah.
Did you realize that our eyes are always the same size?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
The eyeball.
The eyeball is always the same size. So your daughter's eyes right now are going to be the same size when she's our age,
that's
your
weird.
age. Isn't it?
It's weird.
So our nose,
So if you
from
think
our
about
face,
it-
our noses and our ears are the only things that grow over our face. Well, and our
Well,
mouth, I
and the
guess.
skull.
Yeah, our skull.
But the eye socket too. That means the eye socket is the same.
So literally, the eyeball is sticking outside of the eye socket right now.
So then your brain can only grow like backwards. It doesn't.
I know.
It doesn't expand in all directions.
It's crazy.
I don't know.
Where's my?
I don't know either.
Oh, here we need to hit this button.
Don't you think that we were smarter when we were
All right.
Neanderthals because we had bigger heads, bigger brains, theoretically? Neanderthals were like known as like our dumb species if you believe in evolution.
I mean, technically, they created fire and tools to defend themselves. So I don't know.
And the number 0.
The
No, that
wheel.
was the Aztecs,
Yeah.
the warriors.
It's the warriors.
The Aztec warriors.
Screw the animals.
You know how you feel about locked doors.
I don't like doors.
I like the doors.
I need to watch that. There was one time I took a road trip and we watched the first Friday, or we listened to it. They had a DVD player in the car,
Uh-huh.
but we couldn't watch it.
And Raul, true or false? True or false?
I don't even like Houdini.
I don't even like Houdini. How many of us had them? Friends. True or false? Leonardo da Vinci invented the scissors.
False. It sounds too true.
It sounds true.
It sounds true as heck, but I'm gonna say false just to give an opposite.
That's for Raul.
There you go.
For you, Marcos? Wrong. Yep, that is very true. Leonardo da Vinci. Yeah.
I could see your point though. It almost like he invented a lot of things that seems like scissors are not important. But
I thought Edward Scissorhands invented the scissors. Oh, you know
he
what?
invented the haircut.
I was wrong. Yeah. True or false? There are more chickens than people in the world.
Oh, that's true.
It's gotta be true.
You got if people
Good
are eating
job,
like 3
guys.
chicken sandwiches a day,
Yeah.
that's got to be true.
Good point. Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A,
They know what the hell they're doing.
They're literally killing it.
Chick-fil-A and churches,
Churches.
KFC,
Popeyes.
The question
Popeyes,
is,
Slim Chickens,
how many of these
Go
chickens
Chicken
are-
Go.
Can we get it?
Wingstop.
Wingstop,
Buffalo Wild Wings.
churches.
I already said churches. That's where
Do
Marcos
you think
goes on
people go
Sundays.
to, when they say they go to church, they're really going to churches?
They either go to churches or they go to St. Mattress. Because they stay home and sleep. Like their own church. Thank you. I'll be here. I'm here all weekend.
That was a dad joke.
I know. We got to bring some dad jokes in there.
I know. You want to hear one?
You like your hat?
Yeah.
Looks
If my
good on
dad
you.
ever started a church, you know what they'd call it?
What?
The Big Monastery.
No.
Nothing?
That's clever.
Marcos, that deserves a... Nobody, mom didn't even like that one.
Yeah, because mom doesn't laugh at anything. We went over this.
Oh, yeah, that's right. So, did you know that the microphone. The mic...
You know, never mind. I'm not touching that. Go ahead.
The microwave was invented after a researcher walked by a radar with a radar tube with a chocolate. He had a. What the fuck am I just saying?
What are you talking
I don't even know what I'm talking about.
A radar tube?
Yeah. The micro was invented after a researcher walked by a radar tube and chocolate melted in his pocket. So he walked by, he had chocolate in his pocket. He walked by a radar tube.
And he also got
it
testicular
melted.
cancer.
Why is that funny? That's not even funny.
Because the fact, you know how hot something has to be to melt in your pocket probably
They're
instantaneously.
extra microwaves.
His balls are gone, man.
Ice cream and beer is not
No,
good.
it's not funny, but it's. I mean, it's
probably what happened.
I mean,
Probably the guy who invented microwaves died of cancer.
Yeah,
most
oh,
likely.
definitely.
Yeah.
All right, and the last one is there are 293 ways to make change for $1. Did you know that?
Wow.
Try it.
No.
one of the ways is just slap a person
That's
and walk away with the money. I don't know.
that's slap a hoe.
Slap a hoe.
Yeah, that was like I'm not even going there.
Yeah.
Not even going there. All right, Raul, real quick, what are your favorites? All right, let's do favorites. Your favorite sport to play when you used to play sports, unless you play sports now.
No,
maybe you go to
no, don't tell me that.
maybe you go to
Okay.
chicken and pickles.
I still don't consider esports a sport, but
Dude, people get paid for it.
right, people get paid for it. It takes some skill. It's mostly your thumbs and your brain.
Esports, is that the one to get in the game?
That's just playing video games.
No, that's
Esports.
EA Sports.
EA Sports, get in the
Yeah.
game.
You're in
I
the
mean,
game.
that's like if what's the math? The math.
Here, I got a calculator.
Try it.
What do you want me to do?
Math.
Triathlons like that. If you consider that a sport too, like that's the same kind of thing.
right.
Yeah, it is a sport.
It's not.
Okay.
That one's not.
Yeah,
Then I guess esports, but I do like soccer over the rest.
yeah. You watch soccer? Did you watch the USA team just crumble?
Yep.
Yeah, that
I
was-
watched 3/4 of it and then turned it off.
Damn, that's 75 cents.
Right? That's if you had one more quarter, that would have been one way to make $1 out of the
Another way.
Yeah.
Shit, then that's 294 ways. I was wrong. Anyway, favorite celebrity?
That's
Mine's John Travolta. Thanks for asking.
John Travolta still
He's still here,
all
alive.
this time.
Yes.
He's got a lot of
can't believe-
awkward, creepy moments.
I don't
Like
pay
a
attention to
sociology?
those.
Not sociology. I mean
Scientologist.
Yeah.
Are you guys-
Did you know that he had chills and they were multiplying?
What are you doing?
No?
You don't remember that?
You know that?
I got chills. They're multiplying.
It was electrifying.
Stop shaking your head.
Favorite
These are-
celebrity? I mean, Donald Glover.
Donald Glover, good one. Also known as Childish Gambino.
He's the rapper,
Yes.
the actor.
Yes.
What else does he do? He does a lot of
He's
shit.
a writer,
He directs,
actor,
writes.
songwriter.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, he's a quadruple threat, man.
Yeah,
Not just a rapper, singer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it all.
he's a badass dude. Favorite Pixar movie. Ooh. I got you.
This is a whole podcast in itself.
I know.
Right?
All right, we could talk about that when we bring you back in.
No, that'd be on
Until
my
next
podcast.
time.
And that's all we'll talk about.
That's on my podcast.
I'll schedule you in for October of 2024.
It's a long line. I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
Very popular.
Just make sure it's not December 8th.
Yeah. Well, we won't.
Right.
Yeah.
Not December 8th.
What's your guys?
Oh, by then he'll be a movie star.
That's true.
Yeah.
He'll be
acting next to
Mark the Rock.
he'll be acting Arnold Schwarzenegger.
You do the job.
I do the job. Everybody down.
Are you saying he's gonna be roiding out?
It's not a tumor.
Yeah.
You're gonna be like the Rock, where you get bigger each movie.
Back to
Like,
the chopper. Is that
the
the
plan.
Rock? The Rock doing that? He's swole.
His head is so tiny now.
Back to the matter at hand.
Dwayne Johnson. We're not gonna.
Yeah, so I'm
not
sorry.
that
I
one.
apologize.
Yeah, no.
apologize.
Favorite Pixar, man.
Favorite Pixar. What? No, I'm asking you guys real quick.
Our favorite Pixars? If I were to pick my favorite Pixar recently, I'd still go in the top 10 of Monsters, Inc. is still one of my absolute favorites.
That one is a great one.
Up.
Up. Instinct says Toy Story 1, but I kind of feel like
Toy Story 2 is the better.
But 3 was good.
But 3 was amazing.
but 1 started it.
But
all.
4 was awesome.
I
What'd
go
you
with
just say?
a more historic.
Shrek.
Shrek?
Shrek
That's
2.
DreamWorks.
Shrek 2.
Yeah, that's DreamWorks.
That's DreamWorks.
Not
Oh, I
Pixar.
don't know.
Yeah. DreamWorks.
See, that's why
includes,
you're in the fishbowl.
I like some of the recent ones. I like Soul.
Soul was good. Coco.
Because you know I got soul,
Coco's really
brothers
good.
and sisters.
Probably Coco or Soul, I would say.
Coco, yeah, Coco was good. And so was and what was the last one?
Encanto.
Encanto. But that was
Encanto?
Disney, not Pixar.
Yes.
Because there's no talking about Bruno.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Because that's my sister's dog's name. So every time I see him, I say that. There's no talking about Bruno. No.
Well, what was the one that The Rock was in?
Moana.
Oh, Moana.
Oh, Moana.
I never saw that one.
Pretty good.
Do you know that? You know the rhyme by heart? His song?
Most of it, yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
I've got
That's
that
the only
on
part I
vinyl.
know. No, you don't.
I've got a vinyl of like collection of.
Has your daughter
Disney
seen it yet?
music, and that one's on there.
She's not going to remember
No,
it.
she hasn't.
Her
We
first
haven't
mo-
shown her
fir-
TV yet,
First of all, her first movie's going to be
unless
either...
my mom has or anybody else.
Well, she has when she stays over our house.
Her first movie is...
Oh,
either-
speaking of staying over, did you know you got to stay over at my house? Your mom and dad let me keep you for one night.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it only lasted like 6 hours
You
because
took me back home.
I took you back home because I couldn't handle your
Before or
shit.
after the head hit?
That was way before.
You were just a
Oh
baby.
shit! You rolled off the bed that day, and you couldn't stop crying. So I was like, I can't do this. So I wrapped you up like a burrito, and I shipped you back.
Where were you?
We weren't married.
Yeah,
And you still married him?
You didn't know. This is the first time he's finding out.
I think that was the trap. I
She
think
didn't know you dropped the baby?
I think we baptized you, and it just from there we're like, I guess we're locked in.
Yeah, that's a good point, man. If you're both the godparents,
Yeah.
I guess we might as well.
A favorite Italian dish?
I like chicken or eggplant parmesan.
Oh.
Really? Back to chicken.
You know there's a lot of chickens in the world?
There's a shitload of chickens in the world. You know that?
Yeah, was there like 1 billion people?
I think
So there's got to be like 3
I think
billion
if
chickens.
what came first, the chicken or the egg?
Probably the chicken. Because if you're religious, Adam and Eve just popped up, so chicken must have popped up. That was too.
We just had a moment. That was crazy.
You don't see the... I'll show you after this.
Man, you guys
Anyway,
hang around- you
okay,
guys
one
hang
more.
out together.
We actually people think we're brothers. Somebody thought we were
I
brothers.
mean, either you look young enough or you look.
I know. Yeah. Either way, yeah, he looks older.
They both have the same cheeks.
That's true. You guys do have the same cheeks.
I don't have a butt. Oh, those cheeks. Okay.
you both have
last
dimples
one.
on your cheeks. No,
What's
the other one.
what's your favorite room in your house?
The bathroom, the
I
living
was
room,
hoping he'd say that.
the kitchen room.
No, so my like office creating area,
Yeah.
I call it imagination station.
Oh shit! I got that. Nice. I like that. That's your hideaway. That's where you hide. when the baby's crying.
Yeah. No.
When your,
I mean,
wife is
that's what
yelling.
I like to create. Yeah. I don't like
That's
to
where you
sleep.
create your. You still do music too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna work on some music. We're gonna do another
You're
fresh.
Not a rapper.
No,
New intro.
who's the rapper of the family?
It was Leo.
Of course, RP Leo, yeah, and then Rick. Rick used to do
He
something.
was DJ.
I thought Rick.
He was DJing.
No, I thought when Rick would rap, I thought he had a smooth
Okay,
flow.
we made a mixtape with Lil Leo
Mm-hmm.
called "Fresh from the Midwest,"
I like that.
presented by Jose, who was the first caller.
Which that was in the closet, right? Whose closet was
can
it?
you get
that
you
guys
some water,
created that
please?
room?
We were in my dad's closet
Is that what it
recording
was?
that.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys were doing R. Kelly parody of a parody? Trapped in the closet.
Yeah. Now I'm trying to think it. And he's coming out the closet. And he's coming out the closet. It goes on for like 5 minutes. And he's
That's
walking to the
hilarious.
closet. And he's gonna open the closet.
Man, I
And get the
miss,
shoes out of the closet and grab my shirt from the closet. Who locked the closet? Yeah, that was.
dude. I miss. Dang it, dang it, dang it,
Oh no.
dang it.
Yeah.
That was a great beat.
Yeah. That's unfortunate.
That was one of Raul's.
I messed up on one of my first rhymes and I said, dang it. And Rick and Jose.
Oh,
remixed
that's right.
it.
Dang it, I remember that.
Dang it.
That's funny.
Great.
So, what do you sell yourself as a
Philanthropist.
of
I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say.
I do try to, but anyways.
like photography, filmmaking, beats?
That's what I'm saying. Like I was all this in middle school and I didn't know how to tell people.
That was your catchphrase. I remember that.
Yeah.
He's what's referred to as a
Um,
jackass of all trades.
I go by a Renaissance man.
Renaissance
Not
man.
really.
What are you, Kanye?
Yeah. No.
No.
How low can you go?
Dang.
That's it.
Yeah, I don't know. I just like to say a creator or creative. Because it doesn't really, because I hate boundaries more than anything. That's, yeah, I don't want to be boxed in,
Mm-hmm.
but I'll box.
And
But I'll box. Thanks.
That's pretty good. All right, I think we've come to the end of this episode because my ice cream is melting.
You know what's funny? Me and my coworkers will say,
Hey, just wait. This better be funny.
as a joke, we say, it, like it's a thing now, but
Okay.
if you like, you say something and you like want to fight them, you say, need a box to go. Like, imagine if there's a restaurant. Imagine if there was a restaurant where you had to like fight to get out.
You know what's funny? You say that because I've used that before. When a waitress or a waiter would come over and say, "Do you want a box?" And I'd say, "How many rounds?"
Okay. Oh, okay.
That's how that works. Sorry, I brought that back to me.
Ow.
Anyway,
All right.
nephew, thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. That you took the time to come in, and this was a good time. I hope you had fun.
Yeah.
Sorry that it's somebody's birthday today and people were calling in, but you know what?
That's my phone.
We're family.
crap.
Oh, your phone's
Someone
going off?
knows. Now someone
now
else
my-
is calling in.
Yeah, it must be out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway.
Do you want it?
No, it's fine. We're about to end here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Mark, again, happy birthday. I hope you had a
you.
good day. This was an
For the
awesome-
last time, happy birthday.
Right?
Yeah, this was fun. Sandra D, thank you for joining us today.
You're welcome.
Yep, it was fun. Christian, sorry you weren't here today.
Sorry,
My other two kids,
Love you.
thanks for being here. Are they gone?
Yeah, they left.
Jeez.
All right.
All right. Okay. Well, that's the end of our episode. Since it's your birthday, I'll let you close us out.
Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. This has been the Big Modcast. See you next time.
Peace out.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to the Big Modcast.
If you like what you saw, you want to see previous episodes, click right here.